EA Sports. It's in the game.
I'm very excited now. The anticipation.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
Ping pong.
Yes, indeed.
Hello, welcome to Cumland, aka Limbusy. Isn't it? How many? Isn't it incredible? We've only seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 districts. We've only been a part of like, oh wait, we've also been never mind, 7 districts. I wish we could actually like zoom out and see all the different districts. That'd be nice. I would like to see all the districts that we've been to, but no. Yeah, we've only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 districts, but yet 9. Well, actually 8 cantos. 8 cantos, 7 districts. Isn't that incredible? Incredibleous. So we're doing the Limbusy Arknights collab still, but my voice died while I was doing it, and I was like, all right, I probably shouldn't go any further because I don't want to destroy my voice. But we gotta start locking in. Wait, we're gonna be fighting. Oh no, we're gonna be fighting Fabius. That's not good. We're gonna be fighting Fabius. That's not fabuloso. I mean, yeah, we gotta get this done because 1, limited time. 2, we're gonna be getting like a lot of lunacy. We'll be getting 540 when we clear this. Easy bread, easy win. So we gotta start locking in. You dig? I dig. But most importantly, do you mind? Because I'm 1, 2, 3. Oh, I want to go actually to my /pierce team. There we go. Never mind. Perfect. Yeah. Right? Yeah, right. Yippee! Limbus Company! Limbus Company! Although, maybe I should not do as funny of a voice for Omnia. Decades ago, a great wave ravaged through Iberia. It wasn't long before the seaborns carried by the waves diminished Iberia's brilliant civilization to this. The waves, the profound silence, then must have reduced the village to its current state as well. Is there any reason it's called the Profound Silence? It doesn't seem to be the most appropriate moniker for a calamity like that. It's because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. The silence then claimed ships out at sea, then the cities of Iberia, then the Iberians. No one could say a word in face of the ineffable calamity. What? Just what are you? No average Iberian citizen should be privy to any of the information you're sharing. We got yes, we do got We have certified woman here from the hit famous And the Church of the Deep is really captivating on the pandemonium that follows the profound silence. They pretend to be a gear from the sea. Well, that certainly is an ah moment. Hello, Zora. Hello, Shin. Welcome, and hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, despite the fact you hit me with things. I hope you're doing good, despite that fact. We're doing the Arknights collab. I don't know, maybe we're halfway through, maybe not. I have no idea how far or how little we are through. They pretend to be a gear from the sea, delude the citizenry of Iberia and are sowing chaos in her lands. Well, that's right, they're rushing the gear left and right. I can see the thought process, but, I'll do it again. No! Don't do it again! No! 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 You weren't supposed to do that again. How dare. You're lucky I'm no god or vampire. You're lucky I'm a half angel, because I can forgive you for your sins and carry you to heaven. Yeah, alright, you know what? Forget carrying you to heaven. You know what? When the rapture comes in, you're being stuck on the ground with everyone else. Fuck you. You remember the what was it? When was it? Wasn't that like, it was actually about a month ago, right? Where a lot of people were tweaking out and saying the rapture was coming. Love you too. Yeah. Yeah. I love you. Yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah. Apparently, a lot of people were, what was it? About a month and 7 days ago, people were genuinely believing that the rapture was coming just because some guy on TikTok said so. Why is it everyone, why does everyone always believe that? It's happened so many times. Why does that happen so much and so often? Where, I don't know, it's like, how many times has it happened in, like, my lifespan? Like 4 or 5 times where a different person be like, guys, God talked to me in a dream. Trust me, guys, trust me. God talked me to a dream and he said the rapture is coming. You are going to heaven and those that are not going to heaven will die. And then a bunch of people, and then a bunch of... And then a bunch of people... Don't do the crying emoji on me. Don't you be crying on me now. Where, the rapture didn't come, cry about it. Cope. And then a bunch of people just giving away their belongings before it happened, and now all those people kind of, you know, just gave up all their belongings. Apparently someone gave away like a 2,000, somebody just was throwing out their $2.5 grand lamp. I couldn't tell you what it looked. Imagine just like 20 light bulbs tied together. That was the lamp. And they were throwing that out, and that was somehow worth like $2,500. Don't ask me how. I thought that when I looked at it, I was just like, that shit ugly. Why is that $2,500 grand? Is this like a failed art student's like project that somehow became commercialized? Oh, go ahead. You can continue the backstory of Bombcat and Mercedes Zorello. So it's understandable why the Inquisitor would want to arrest us. Dante! This isn't good. Sharing that seems to have been some kind of a taboo-like thing for the Inquisition. The Inquisitor wordlessly stared at Mayers. Her eyes were filled with traces of anger and confusion, but... she's afraid! There was fear in the face of a threat. Not the fear of the terrified, no. The fear of someone who's suddenly confronted with something they must destroy. The High Inquisitor once told me that should I come across an Aegir who knows too much, there is a sliver of a chance that she may be of assistance to Iberia. So, since thou art threatening the innocents with thy brandishing of the firearm. But most are seduced by the allure of the sea. Thus they are, with little doubt, our foes. I've got a bad feeling about this. Get out of my way, outsider. Final warning. Run! Quick on the uptake, as always, Rhodius slung Mayers over her shoulder and ran past the villagers. While the sinners scattered in all directions to distract the Inquisitor draws her firearm. Oh, Don Quixote going at her. Ooh. And in the midst of all the action, Don Quixote rushed the Inquisitor without a moment's hesitation. Don Quixote! Thou shalt go no further! I, a fixer of justice, should abide by as thou persecute them. Forsooth, 'tis a better delayed, not avoided. This clash is inevitable. In that moment of crisis, seconds before this could irrevocably make us a new enemy. Oh, monster! Oh no! Oh shit! It's the it's her. Oh, I forgot her name. The monster one, Casaldi. A large obsidian crystallization in the shape of a monster burst forth between the two of them. Gah! Who is it this time? Hello, cat. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. That's what should I do for her? Damn. Why is her color palette so bright? She usually has a yeah, isn't her color palette like a lot darker? Why is she so bright in lime?
No, but cat can never do that.
What was I gonna say? How should I make her sound? That's enough meaningless bickering. Do you know her? Yeah, she's Cassali. Rhodes Island's medical department. I'll enter Cassali behind you. Welcome to the vampire army, that cat. Thank you for following. Shoot first, talk later, is it? The negotiations are over. From this moment onward, Rhodes Island is now operating with an legal capacity of Iberian territory under the Inquisition's authorization. The Inquisitor fired a blast of that firearm-looking weapon, but the monster summoned by Casaldi managed to deflect it, and the cannonball thrown from the weapon punctured clean through the wall of the building we stayed the night in before punching through several other buildings behind it. That was enough to instantly freeze the sinners and the villagers on the spot. That penetrated a building. Though the walls may be weaker than the head standards, what counts as a building's exterior wall, to punch through so many is... What the precise point it takes. Cringe ass bot, get your bitch ass out of here. Yeah, we dance. Yeah, we dance. Dancing. Why are my frames dropping, bruh? Alright, I think we're gonna. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna have to close out Opera GX. Over it. Frames are returning. Good. Yeah. Stop dropping frames. I'm trying. I'm trying. Listen, we are on week 1 of 52 of saving up to get a second PC, so that way we would no longer have this issue. We're only 51 weeks to go for me saving up all the funds to buy another PC to then play video games on said PC. The 2 PC setup like all gamers dream of. It will be mine one day. Until then, though, PC games. Until then, though, PC game. Well, is it? If and when I play Sinless Zone 0 and Genshin Impact, I got that on my Xbone. If and when I play. Your voice survived the collab? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Super, eh? Now's not the time to stand around impressed. Who put the stream title? These nuts put the stream title in your mouth. Got him. It's a shared experience. It is a violation of a taboo to have that much penetrative power in a firearm.
We're not in the city. Don't lose your heads over this. Taboos don't apply here.
My head knows, yet that to be true, yet my heart finds it to be difficult to be still. That is enough of that discussion for now. It is advisable that we carefully observe and grasp the situation at hand instead of deliberating on the taboo, the jurisdiction of which does not reach this far.
Yeah, sure. Situation has gotten slightly better, right?
If she's Amnia's friend, she's our ally. Besides, she's got some super powerful looking prosthetic here looking thing too.
What is that?
Someone else off the place that's cheating.
your
Real.
wildest dreams to come true.
Is that what you think? I apologize for the disappointment, but I am not on any one side. In other words, your particular denomination ally might not be entirely correct. Ah!
Thanks to the Hydra posture check and stretch.
Confirmed by Ubisoft? Delilah clicks Baby Driver?
Real.
However, it must define my allegiance, then let me inform you that the closest label would be that I am Inquisitor Irene's ally. Omnia, outsiders. As much as you would like to deny it, the Inquisitor's suspicions aren't true. While it can be said that the process by which she reached that conclusion was unfair, the conclusion itself is, without a doubt, correct.
So they're actually connected to the Church of the Deep?
That is one way to put it. To be more precise, they aren't connected to the Church of the Deep. They are the Church of the Deep. Perhaps the village itself is a dilapidated church of their congregation. Our village? A church? Just look at the buildings. Where would we have even congregate?
Your thoughts, Faust? You can't cheat. You can't cheat? What? I'm allowed to cheat. Always allowed to cheat. These nuts are allowed to cheat. These nuts are allowed to cheat. He's nuts allowed to cheat. She's nuts are allowed to cheat. Everyone's nuts are allowed to cheat. It's confirmed by Ubisoft. Cheating always wins. Cheaters always win. Therefore, always cheat. Listen, if you ever are caught cheating, just ask the AIM community, and they will defend you life and limb to prove and say you're not cheating. There are not many resources by which we may analyze the decision. However, the fact that Omnia's colleague has made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into question. Yet, I could hardly believe that young man is lying to us. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the lurk, Lord. I appreciate it. Hold on, you've been chatting plenty with that Inquisition or whatever. How do we know you were lying with him the whole time?
I see. You really are all entirely in the dark. An unexpected outcome, given that all of you must be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. Truth is truth, unchanging, without the exception from an errant group of outsiders. Besides, soon...
I'm sorry. It seems that we're mired you in trouble.
Say no such thing! We shall not abide by as one such injustice perpetrated before our eyes!
The village has already been identified by the Inquisition. The Inquisition has even brought an ally. It seems quite unlikely that war shall resolve this conflict. But we promise you, we will take responsibility for what is done. We have benefited far too much from your worth and kindness not to do so.
The village chief, with a benevolent look, pulls a dagger from his cloth. And I immediately knew what Cassady was about to say.
Take responsibility. You don't have to go that.
Blimey!
We are not departing, but at sea. Yet as we cannot bring ourselves to leave you here, I must ask for you to join us for this journey. Become our bloodkin.
What are you doing? Stop!
The unanticipated, or perhaps I was simply in denial of this rising dread ambush should not end there.
Damn it, the Inquisition was right.
Ugh. The villagers suddenly began shanking the sinners with their weapons they had concealed in their clothes, and it seemed that they were coming for me as well. Omnia, on your left! Omnia materialized a black ribbon-like apparition, parrying away the dagger, flying in my direction. I forgot I was watching. Understandable. I am a 10 out of 10 voice actor that Genshin should have hired me. Genshin should have hired me to be Paimon's voice actor instead of the original Paimon. But another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. Oh, the charging villagers back made a visceral crunchy noise. Someone flung them away.
Didn't mean for
How did I make your voice?
didn't mean for this to be this. Didn't mean for this plate. Skidaddy! Let me catch up you to speed. I know the situation. This fishy smell was what I went to investigate earlier.
What about the sinners? Unlike Anya and I, who managed to survive the initial ambush, the sinners weren't doing so well. Hi, Arp. Welcome in. Hope you're doing fantastic. At least we had a silver lining that the Inquisition and Casality's quick understanding of the situation. The subsequent retaliation led the villagers away from the sinners. We're playing Limbus Company! We're doing the Arknights collab. There's only 3 days left. I'm breezing through it before... I'm hoping to get through it before Chaos Zero Nightmare comes out. And I'm hoping I can play a little bit of Destiny Rising. At least a little, so I can get daily logins and whatnot for D Rising. And then Chaos Zero Nightmare.
How? I didn't notice any hostility or aggression.
What an odd thing to say. Why would we hold any animosity against you? Why would we intend to kill you? We're not trying to hurt you. We're simply trying to give you a form better suited to the sea. Until we were obstructed.
Hey, yo. You got blue eyes. Blue eyes, white dragon, the hit famous Yu-Gi-Oh card?
I apologize. For our unfamiliarity has caused you in trouble, Inquisitor.
Hey, welcome in, Lupin. Hope you're doing fantastic. You look beautiful. I'm always beautiful.
I'm dead.
Hi, Dad. I'm Seraphina. But no one's as beautiful as you, Lupin. But Timmy, you should. Why? You should. Just come back to life. Stop dying. So many different ones are being triggered back to back. It's so hard to keep a straight face and be locked in for the visual novel game.
I won't make a big stink about what happened. What's truly unforgivable is that the heretics tried to take advantage of the ignorance of outsiders to flee the Inquisition. And even if you are outsiders, any lives lost in the Iberian soil are my responsibility. It's my fault. I'm sorry it came to this.
Oh? Wait, lives lost? We're still alive, you know. We can shake off a stab wound, like...
This is most unfortunate, outsider.
Huh? What?
Your friends are either going to die or turn to Seaborns. The daggers that stabbed them were laced with the flesh of the Seed of Terrors. Once that happens, most die. And the survivors become overwritten by their souls, becoming nothing more than another sea monster.
What? That's not a very big deal. Everyone was acting like this was it for the sinners, but hey, I should be able to deal with this by turning the clock. It's not that bad. My only concern was that I didn't know what would happen if I tried to bring them back after they're fully transformed to Seaborns. The Golden Bowl helped deal with the whale's malefication effects, but I had no idea how it would interact with the Seaborn transformations. How's it going to be more pitched voice for Dawn? Trust. I'll try to do a more pitched voice for Dawn. It's quite difficult. I'm trying to like say my voice. Since, you know, there's like 20 different people I'm trying to have to do voices for. And I'm trying to make it different enough for all of them. It'd be one thing if it was not on the fly, but it's on the fly. Just pitch up your mic. I don't know if I even have that as a filter. Is that even a filter? I don't think if that is a filter, I don't have that. That's not if there's a thing for that, I don't think that's on OBS. Is it? Maybe there is. I wouldn't know. I don't see anything on OBS that says filter. Tired of speaking? Don't speak. Ah, yes! But then what would be the point of streaming it? What would be the point of streaming
if I'm not even gonna talk, I'm just gonna read the dialogue in my head. I would just read the dialogue in my head. Complete silent stream. This is how it would just go. Just count up more hours. Hey, listen, you know, if I ever was struggling for insomnia or I wanted to do a 24-hour stream, I would, but not for a visual novel game. Not for a visual novel game. I've also heard about Limbus related news. You mean like the new update? Where they're doing Warp Train Bogak and they're adding, what is it, a Marisol Ego and then a Marisol Bloodfiend Ego, and then, what is it? Heathcliff W Corp. Yeah, I'm not interested because I'm not interested in pulling for either of those, so I can save my lunacy for another couple of weeks. Heathcliff found alive at Warp Express. W Heathcliff. We should just kill them before they turn. I know this must be very hard for you, but for what? Sorry to bother you with this, but can you kill my friends? Preferably least painful when you know. Hey, can you please kill my friends, guys? That'd be awesome. Trust. Oh, sorry. Was the last part kind of too much to ask? Wait! Don't get ready. If we bring them back to Rhodes Island, we should be able to do something to help them. How should I explain this, guys? Can you, Dante? I know what you mean, but I just can't right now. My strength has rapidly deteriorated since the ambush. It's kind of tingly too. So maybe they use some kind of parallel cocktail? Text-to-speech? I would not do text-to-speech. I could not do text-to-speech. That reminds me of a guy, one of my like friends that was trying to do a video essay in Grand Theft Auto. It was like a 6-minute video essay. 6 minute, yeah, 6 minute like video essay, very short. And they used text-to-speech, and I was like, dude, do not use text-to-speech. It sounds horrible. And he's just like, well, my friend said it sounded good. I was just like, your friends are wrong.
I will break it apart.
Ow! Bean, don't. What? Don't do that. Don't break the TTS, Timmy. We don't want you broken again. Listen, you've been mind broken too many times. We can't have that anymore. All right? Just stop. Just stop. Just don't become mind broken to me. That's our Riz. You dig? It's not deserved. I feel like you deserve fucking kisses. Well, just trust me this one time. I can assure you that I'm just not giving up on them. But Amiya, can you understand the outsider's? Amiya, can you understand the outsider's speech? Yes. It's just that they're making a pretty difficult request.
Like, is it different?
No force in the world's gonna stop me, bruh.
Panicking because I have a gun and it does things.
Rude.
Oh, you.
They want me to kill all of their friends before they transform into seaborns.
Okay. And before we even knew it, Skadaddy had already decapitated the sinners, none of them who resisted. Amiya seemed to have been taken aback by how fast Skadaddy jumped into action. What are you doing?
Skadaddy!
Don't let it spook you. This is how we roll. The clock turns, and the decapitated heads creep toward the headless torsos, connecting them with the threads of blood. Skadaddy wearing the most impressive clothes. Yeah, exactly. Why does she have thigh gap pants? Like, it's no different than wearing assless chaps into battle. Thigh gap pants, assless chaps. For all we know, those could be thighless and gap. Those things could be thighless and assless chaps. But what's the point? I would not do it on a Vtuber model. I would do thigh highs. I have more taste in them. Do not compare me to the likes of a Lara VTuber. I have more taste. It like that entire outfit is just that, and the thighless pants is just goon material, bro. No.
We do thigh highs here. Sensation is that a reversal. It feels as though the sinners and I are severed from the rest of the world, rerun in isolation. Is this rewinding us, going back in time, or are we define the concept itself? The pain is multifold worse than the sensation of a straightforward decapitation. The pain is in the heart. As the current of death reverses, I sense a deep, crushing isolation.
Their wounds are disappearing?
Resurrection. Mephisto calls this a timely so puzzling. I have no knowledge with which to interpret this technology.
The cost seems to be that the pain is transferred to one who reminds Limbus company in a nutshell. Yes. Yes, money. Chinese money. Tamgan. Chinese. Tamgan. Chinese. Tamgan. Chinese.
But that seems too smart a place for such great power. Further discussion of whether this can be categorized as power should be explored later.
I couldn't stop shaking. All of my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to collect myself and ordered the sinners. I don't know what they were thinking, but we should be able to find out once we take them down.
You dare deceive the executive manager and try to take their life?
Prepare myself for thou shalt now pay the price for making a mockery of justice. Do you remember someone named D's? Yeah, D's Nuts. And I met D's Nuts, and D's Nuts actually made a company called D's Nuts. And D's Nuts made these nuts called D's Nuts. So, D's Nuts made D's Nuts, and they also made D's Nuts. And D's Nuts were really good. And when I put D's Nuts in my mouth, through my mouth, it was finger licking good. You know what I'm saying? That joke was nuts. D's Nuts.
This message goes out to the group of teenagers.
Original graduate from university or Havery. Original stay several weeks. Original comes back home. Oh, these big nuts. I would have never expected these big nuts. I just expected these nuts. Wait, if these nuts exist and these big nuts doesn't exist, would that imply that these big nuts are either nuts filled with lots of piss, lots of cum, or these big nuts, the third and final option, are they swollen from a bee sting? Search up these big nuts. Search we got ultra. No, I know about these nuts. I've had these nuts before. These nuts are really good. Do you like these nuts though?
Yeah, we can't just let it slide, you know?
How unfortunate. I had high hopes that all of you would become fine bloodkins.
I had high hopes that these nuts would be in your mouth. Got him. Hazelnuts, not these nuts. Bro, think about one. What about hazelnuts? Yeah, but why don't you want these nuts and you want hazelnut? That's kind of that's Riz. You should really look into getting some of these nuts, not hazelnuts, because hazelnuts aren't as good as these nuts. What the Sigma Honglu? Why'd you fail? That's Riz. Grow up. I prefer chips. All right. Hey, oh, what's your favorite chips then? I'm always into what is it? I'm always a fan. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan of what is it called? Spicy Cheetos. Any spicy Cheetos I really like. Spicy Doritos aren't as spicy as like spicy Cheetos, so I much prefer spicy Cheetos. In almost every case. Lay's strong cheese and Kane? That's the first time I've heard of a Lay's strong cheese and Kane. How would you describe? I get the cheese part. What is Kane? What does that taste like? I'm trying to do egos. I'm trying to do egos already, bro. A pepper, I guess? Cheese and pepper? I mean, okay, so I guess the gimmick is that, you know, you have the cheese, and then cheese is typically usually salty. So then I guess the pepper
You can search it up. I would love to search it up, but I was gonna say I don't have my phone on me, but I do have my phone on me, and I'm just too lazy to I'm too lazy to look it up on my phone.
Upgrade now to Spotify Premium. And
The original
enjoy
comes back from Steve's
ad-free
parent house,
music.
does any fire outbreak, parent's house and fire, police and a fire truck. Original gets out of vehicle, runs a flaming parent house, officer stops original. So there's an original and there's a clone. Did the clone set the house on fire? This girl is on fire! They're a hot pepperoni. Hot pepperoni? I've had plenty of hot dog chips. I've never really enjoyed any hot dog chips. That sounds like the equivalent of having a hamburger or a hot dog chip. That just does not sound yummy in any case at all. That sounds like the opposite of yummers. But hey, if you enjoy it, that's what matters. I would, however, definitely try some like fish flavored chips because they got like I think they have fish. They have like tuna or salmon flavored chips in like Japan or like multiple Asia countries. I'd consume those. Jalapeno Cheetos I like. Jalapeno Cheetos are really good. But they're like too good. I need something spicier because I have spicy chips, not for the fact that they are spicy and because I like the taste of spicy stuff. I mean, I do like the taste of spicy stuff, but it's also so I don't eat a gratuitous amount of chips and thus get fat from chipperonis. You can eat a lot of chips in one sitting and not even realize how many chips you're eating. There's wasabi flavor? I wouldn't mind wasabi flavor. I would not mind a wasabi flavor. Oh man, remove from stores. Oh, I would be interested in trying a wasabi flavor because a wasabi flavored chip, I think that would get rid of a lot of the intensity of wasabi. Because the only thing I understand about wasabi is that wasabi is just a very intense flavor. Period. Bruh. Bro's entire... You know, actually, I wonder if we had an entire sinking team. If I had Potential Man in here, would Potential Man help us out? Because we are going up against people that use sinking. They also removed my favorites. Hot pepperoni? I feel like that's a little valid. That does not sound appetizing, but I am sorry it's gone. You know, I'm sorry they removed it for you. It's like the same thing with Dr. Pepper Darkberry. They have Blackberry now, but Dr. Pepper Blackberry is not the same thing as the limited edition Dr. Pepper Darkberry flavor. It tastes slightly different. I miss my Dr. Pepper Darkberry, but that's no longer being sold. It was a limited edition for like 4 or 5 months. It was a limited edition for like 2 or 3 months. Maybe 3 months at most, but 2 months at least. And then never returned. Makes me so sad. Those were good though. I've never tried it, but I'm interested in trying anything once. Especially $20 being $20. I'm trying to like flex my eyebrows. It's not working as good as I thought it would. Cheese and Kane ones are pretty hot. Cheese and Kane? So it's not like pepper. It's actually like, so pepper as in spicy pepper, not like the pepper that, you know, is not spicy that you just use as a part of seasoning. So is it like as hot as red pepper? Is it as hot as like, yeah, is it as hot as red pepper, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers? Is Kane a certain kind of pepper? Yeah, stood his ass. Kill! Lord Lee showed every Hiya show 5. I love that. The game's just like Lee showed of Hiya show 5. And now he's dead. Oh wait, never mind. His allies are dead, but he's alive.
The game ended the villagers, just not him though. Wait, I think they're heading to...
He's running himself into a dead end. Are they seeking refuge at sea? Wait, that's where the ship is. That's where they're headed. They're trying to board the vessel, Massas. Wait, but we never told them that the ship was repaired, so how?
Ugh, ain't it obvious? The whole village is on it. It ain't a surprise that they send someone to spy on us, or they know a way to get the ship floating if it's broken state.
Vessel Massas?
Vessel Rebellion de la Masa. The ship that is moored at a port in that direction.
Wait, it can't be.
Irene, who was preoccupied with battling the rest of the followers of the Church of the Deep, whom were in hiding, quickly gave chase. But Fabius and the villagers were already aboard the repaired ship, slowly departing the harbor with the horde of sea terrors between us and them.
How can a vessel of that size become operational this fast?
The exterior, the name. It must have been constructed during the golden age of Iberia. But how are we supposed to chase that?
What if we built a raft and rowed after them?
Mate, come on.
The sea's full of sea terrors. It won't get very far before it sinks.
Do you see something, Omnia? You keep looking in that direction. Oh. The vessel Mazda soon disappeared into the mist, and the village was left empty with nary a sight of people ever having been there. As though this getaway had all been premeditated. Leaving only mayors. Womp, 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 womp. Mayors left behind. Womp, 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 womp. I know you're lazy, so if you just want to search it up or not, you do you. I mean, I am lazy, but also if I try and search up anything on my computer, it's gonna cause frames to drop. I would search up if I could on my computer, but I cannot. Damn it! Can't we just take any ship to go after it? It's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast.
This
Worth all risk, maybe.
This'll be difficult, even if it is a research vessel. I'm sure it was constructed during the golden age of Iberia. No average ship can keep up with that. Which is the problem, because I doubt we have any ship that can travel at the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left, which are all anchored too far from this location to be feasible options.
Do you have any recourse?
No, not unless we can identify the exact location of the vessel.
I may or may not return to Uma Musume. Oh no. You have my condolences. I'm so sorry for you.
Which is the real problem? We can find ourselves the ship to go after them, yes, but most eyes of Iberia. The lighthouses were lost during profound silence.
Endurance, more fire, takes up the falling and stuff. The force was stronger than my will. Some are variant banners. The force was stronger than my will. I would play Uma Musume if it was not an hour and a half to do dailies and waste stamina. If it was like 20-30 minutes to do dailies and waste stamina, I'd probably play it. But an hour and a half to do dailies and waste all in stamina in one sitting is absurd. Not to mention dailies? Yeah, dailies. You know, dailies? Never done them. Dailies as in you do it to then get like pulls. So like usually it's about every 3 to 4 days of doing dailies and dailies alone. You get enough carrots to then get a singular pull. And that's supposed to like grip you to then come back and play the game daily. If that was, again, if the game did not have you, if the game's career mode did not take 1.5 hours to do all your fucking stamina, I'd probably play it. 30 minutes per career mode is dog shit. It's like Genshin Impact. People are saying they love Uma Musume. Do they really? No, they don't. You tell me some fucking loser is enjoying his 30 minutes of playing through the exact same career over and over again on slightly different characters.
No one said you can't restart your data. It's not about restoring my data. It's not about restoring my data. It's literally a career. Okay. Here's how Uma Musume works. You start a career. You press the skip all button. You skip every single cutscene. You speed it. You can't even skip edit cutscenes. You have the skip all button, but the cutscenes still play through. You have the speed. You have the skip trainings. It doesn't skip training. It just speeds it up. And doing that, just trying to do everything as fast as possible to do literally trying to speedrun, do anything as fast as possible. It takes 30 minutes. You can't, not even speedrunners can do it faster unless speedrunners have found glitches to just completely get rid of all dialogue scenes and all cutscenes. But in the game as is, that's not possible. I will remind you, Global is 4 years behind than JP. I mean, I don't see why that should, I feel like if they have had any slice of life updates or quality of life updates, that should have already been a part of the game, regardless of the game being English or Japanese. I don't know if there are quality of life updates in the Japanese version that we don't have in the global version. All I can tell you, current version of Uma Musume sucks ass to play. I'm telling you from this, we have, what is it? We have like, how many hours of Uma Musume do I have? Can I even find it if I search it up? Let's find out. I think I might have it even hidden. Oh, I know, I can find it. I have 159 hours on Uma Musume. I can tell you from experience with 159 hours, I tried to speed through every single career mode after I did it like 20 plus times. I don't care if the character's dialogue is slightly different on each one. Actually, it didn't even matter. I didn't read the character's dialogue in the career mode. I didn't read any dialogue. I maybe for the first 5 hours of the game, I maybe read a bit of dialogue. Maybe. After that point, I made it my drive. It was my goal, my drive, my desire, just to expend all the stamina, all the resources the game gave me. Because I want to do something else. But I also want to play Uma Musume. And you know what Uma Musume did? Oh, congratulations! You beat career mode 5 times. Here, have 3 more opportunities to play career mode. Please. 3 more opportunities to play career mode. Oh, congratulations! You beat career mode 10 times. Here's 3 more resources. That give you the opportunity to play 3 more things of career mode. Oh, congratulations! You signed in for a week. Have 10 resources that allow you to play more career mode. And it just went on like that for 160 hours. As I was refusing to read any dialogue. Trying just to get through every single career run as fast as possible. Skipping, literally having every option selected to skip the dialogue, skip the races, everything. 160 hours of all the free resources they gave away to the player. Sure, it's generous. Was it good? No! No, it was awful. I hated it. After like 30 to 40 hours, I wanted to stab pencils into my eyes until they hit my frontal lobe. Oh, that was atrocious. I was living with the definition of insanity. I was doing the same exact thing over and over again, and I was expecting something to change, and it didn't. And I'm forever, because of my experience, I'm forever irked whenever I see anything Uma Musume related. If it's Agnes Tachyon, I'm into it. If it's gold shit related, I'm like, this bitch is annoying as fuck. Everyone loves her. Can I stop seeing her? Every other character, I'm just like, get this bitch out of my face. I will. All right. Well, oh, hold on. We can't forget about mentioning Manhattan Cafe. She is also pretty cool. Manhattan Cafe is like 2nd place, and then Gold Shit's like 3rd place. But then, you know, if we were to put them in the tier list maker, Agnes Tachyon like 8 out of 10, Manhattan Cafe like 6 out of 10, Gold Shit 3 out of 10, and then everybody else is a 1 out of 10 in comparison for literally just existing. I just don't give a fuck about any of them. Just because of my terrible experience of just trying to utilize all the resources that the game gave to you and just trying to run out of career modes. I was trying to use the resources to run out of career modes. And it took me 160 hours to completely get rid of all of my resources that gave me more, what is it called? Stamina? Give me more stamina. Oh. We get everything fast the GP. Search up summer berries though. You forgot about 1,000 carrots from the day link. I mean, the carrots wasn't the thing I cared about. The carrot, like, cool, getting the carrots was, I mean, it wasn't the carrots I was just trying to do. I was trying to just get, like, the best characters I can, you know, through career mode. What if it's Marzinski? Simple Rudolph, 1 out of 10? Yeah. I remind you that events exist. I'm not, I ever sent, when was the last time I played Uma Musume? Let me boot it back up. Let's see. Last played August 16th. Thank Lord. I am, you know, the day that Uma Musume came out to August 16th is just one giant blur of the exact same music over and over again. And hearing that. Screw you. Listen, if you enjoy the game, I'm happy for you. I'm happy if you enjoy the game. If you enjoy all the resources, all the carrots, good for you. I can't handle it. The gameplay is just so boring and repetitive. Like, Limbus Company's gameplay, you can say that is not much better. Limbus Company, if I were to rate, like, Uma Musume's gameplay, on launch, and when you, like, the first 10 hours, it's like 6 out of 10. No, actually, it's like an 8 out of 10. You know, it's really fresh, it's really enjoyable, it's fun. But then once you get to like hour 20, the gameplay from Uma Musume goes like 8 out of 10 fun to 3 out of 10. I hate this. This is terrible. This is torture. You know what? Here's what you gotta do. You know what? You know what the CIA should do? The CIA just get an account that is absolutely stocked with Uma Musume. Force whoever they're torturing, who they're interrogating, for 16 hours of their life, every single day, they have to play Uma Musume. They can do whatever they want on it. They can just be in this, they can be in the start, they can be in the main menu. Actually, no. They can do whatever they want on it, excluding just being on the main menu and staying on the main menu for like 10, 20 minutes. Otherwise, the person that the CIA is torturing and interrogating, they have to play Uma Musume 16 hours every day. If and when they have stamina, they must consume the stamina by doing career modes over and over again, and they can't just, you know, flop it out. You know what? Let's give the CIA a hacked version of Uma Musume. I bet you that prisoner is going to be enjoying their life for maybe like the first 5 days of Uma Musume. And by like week 2, they're probably going to give away every single thing that the CIA wants to know. Because that's how terrible and repetitive the gameplay is. I'd rather play Genshin Impact and explore Genshin Impact in comparison to playing Uma Musume ever again. That's how much I hate the gameplay loop. I'd rather play Halo 2 on Legendary and beat it than touch Uma Musume's gameplay loop ever again. The only thing the only good thing that the only thing Uma Musume has for its gameplay loop is that it is repetitive and it's interesting on first thought. And I was only playing it just because I set in my mind that I wanted to waste all my stamina. And because everybody else around me was playing it. Because I want to be like, oh, okay, I want to play this game too. Because I want to understand how everyone else is enjoying it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how everyone enjoys this game so much. Again, repetitive, boring gameplay. After the 20th hour. It's so bad. Oh, all right. Uma Musume ran over. Hot Spring. I did get that. Hi, Tangy. Welcome in. But I'm doing great. I like game. Hey, if you like Uma Musume, I'm happy for you. I don't. I got the actually for the Hot Spring. Who was it? I think I got Maruzinski.
I got Agnes Tachyon, and then I got Gold Ship Hot Spring ending, from my memory. I mean, I would even ask if I. It wouldn't be torture, it'd be reward. You're crazy. You're crazy. The CA should make Prunes do 500 laps of special stage X on Gran Turismo 7. I got legendary uranium, but I need legendary Lotus, or else the uranium damages me instead of and kills me. Oof. Sounds like that. That just sounds like you got radium fever. Like I will. There's like a couple. There was it. I think the very issue too with like Musume, it's just I don't know. I need conflict. I need fights. I need drama and I need conflict in Musume. I mean, I need conflict and drama in anything I'm watching, even if it's really dumb petty drama. Like I'm watching Scum's Wish right now, and the entire premise of Scum's Wish is that the main character basically is in love with this guy, but the guy she loves is in love with someone else. But she meets this guy who's actually in love with the woman who the main character is playing to date. Or let's say like this. Basically, main character exists. There is love interest 1. Main character wants love interest 1. Then there is secondary character. Secondary character enjoys love interest number 2. No, actually, this is terrible. That's not even a good way to describe it. It's like a love hexagon. Let's put it like that. It's quite literally a love hexagon. Main character likes a guy. The female that likes the guy the main character likes, they're doing that just because they're a whore, and they quite literally just like pissing off other women. It gives them joy to piss off other women, and you know, have the man that other women desire. And then basically main character gets so pissy and flustered about it that basically she gets in a relationship with another guy, and the entire point of it's a mutually agreed relationship where main character just imagines that they're having sex with the person they actually want to have sex with, and same thing with the person they're dating. The person they're dating also is imagining like the person they really want to sucky fucky. Like, that shit sounds convoluted and complex and stupid, and it is convoluted, complex, and stupid, but it is enjoyable. I love it. It's too early to say things because the game is an early version. It's like saying vanilla is ass when 5 months later release something that's pretty good. Would you consider it and ask if they added more content? I mean, the content of Musume is like a visual novel, but with voice acting 90% of the time. I mean, yeah, the content of Musume is a visual novel. And I was never there for the visual novel aspect to begin with. Y'all making tortures or rewards? 500 laps of a special stage X and flat. How about 500 laps on, if we're gonna go with like racing games, what about 500 laps on what is the worst mark? How about 5,000 laps on that one Mario Kart track where it is just an oval, a flat oval? 5,000 the CAA torturer, 5,000 laps on that oval race. I don't even remember. The very issue with Musume's core gameplay. The core gameplay is you train the horse, and then they race. But the training, the cutscenes that. The training cutscenes cannot be skipped. The dialogue in between the training cannot be skipped. I would be very much less infuriated if I could skip all that. Terrible idea. It's boring. Isn't that the point? Play Alien Isolation with Connect would be torture too. Alien Isolation with Connect. I mean, I think at one point you probably would just get like numb, and it would just turn into a rage game. Oh. Life is pain. But no, the core gameplay of Musume, I mean, they can add a whole bunch of updates, but unless if they were to add an update where again, if they allow me to completely skip the training
the training like videos or whatever you want to call it. The training animations. Completely skip the training animations. Completely skip the dialogue in between from like, you know, yeah, completely skip all dialogue in a career. Then I'd be interested, but that's not gonna happen. Because that is 70 to 80% of the game is reading the visual novel story of said character. And then 10% is, and then like 15% is training the character, and 5% is actually racing. What I am asking to make the game playable for me is asking 70% of the game be deleted. Pretty much. Limbus Company's a visual novel. So what's your excuse? There's drama. Limbus Company has drama and murder. Limbus Company has drama, murder, death, kill, and also it's a turn-based combat game. Slightly different in comparison to Uma Musume, which is the I don't know, what is there really drama with like Uma Musume? I mean, it's more like the drama is, you know, oh, you didn't complete the Earth and now y'all are making weak tortures. I'm not even trying to make well, for me, all right, well, for me, playing Uma Musume at this point would be torture. Also, difference is that I'm actually into the story and the world of the Limbus Company. Uma Musume, they don't ever talk about how the human males have to have sex with the female Uma Musume. Easiest and hardest achievement: play the game for 64 gore. With no Hyosho? Well, I don't got any. Well, I only have Hyosho leveled up, so I wouldn't be able to beat Brazen Bull on floor 15. I can't even get. I can barely even get to floor 15. The one time I did get to floor 15, I got hard capped by the clam. So that ended quite fast. So ultimately, summarize, synopsis, Uma Musume is not a game for me. But if you like Uma Musume, good for you. Now, I did enjoy the Agnes Tachyon movie. What was it called? Beginning of New Era. Jungle Pocket is actually, I enjoyed seeing Jungle Pocket just go through utter despair. That was the best part about the movie, is just seeing Jungle Pocket getting absolutely pissed at Agnes Tachyon, quitting the races, and Jungle Pocket going through despair as she was about to lose and lost a race. That was awesome. And then Snow White Princess is also pretty good. I don't understand why they're making a season 2, but Snow White Princess was pretty good. But issue with Snow White Princess, they may have made that I did like Ogiri Cap. But now I hate Symboli Rudolph because Symboli Rudolph just seems like a bitch. Symboli Rudolph, and I feel like that's an issue with an issue with Uma Musume as well, is that since they're all based off real life horses, and they need permission to use, you know, said real life horses' existence for inspiration for a video game character, they can't really portray them in negative light. And if they do portray them in negative light, they have to be very careful about it, so that way they don't make the trainers or the jockeys, actually no, it'd be the trainers, they can't make the trainers upset, which again is why they can't really have any drama. And the drama of Uma Musume is more, if there's any drama in Uma Musume, it's basically just 8 characters and a drama. Only in Beginning of a New Era was there actually interesting, fun drama between characters. Snow White Princess also a little bit, but the bigger issue is that the drama that was made in Snow White Princess was off of, what was it? Like nobody characters that weren't like horses that weren't even big, horses that didn't even make it big. We cannot rate games because they are lacking content when they got really. It's not about content. The gameplay loop is bad in my eyes. It's not about content. The gameplay loop is bad. I don't think that's fair. Like Limbus Company's like, yeah, I don't think that's fair because Limbus Company didn't really have much content either. But obviously, it was enjoyed enough that people kept replaying it. Now I wouldn't know because I wouldn't know anything because I didn't play that game day one. Shit, I like Destiny day one.
I like Destiny 2 day 1. Did I love Destiny did I love Destiny like month 3, 4? No, I played different games after like 3-4 months. Check the leaderboard and you will see an Musume being named Imagine Losing. The NPC name. Imagine Losing. I mean, hey, what don't they have a horse in Japan now named Skibidi Riz? And people are begging that Skibidi Riz is added to the game. People in global be begging that Skibidi Riz is added to the game, but we're not gonna if they ever do, we're not gonna see it for like 4 or 5 months.
Yes.
Hi Heathcliff, welcome and hope you're doing well. Let's get back to playing Limbus Company. I'm tired about talking about Uma Musume. A little bit. My voice is tired. So yes, chat. What did we learn today? I don't like Uma Musume. It's not my game. I played it. I did the thing that you're not supposed to do. I played it just because I heard other people enjoyed it, and when I had no interest, and I didn't like the gameplay loop. But I just kept playing it because everybody around me was just like, I love this game. I love this game. It's so much fun. I'm just like, ugh. Continue to play it. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll understand why people like this game. I never did. Don't be me, all right? Don't be me. If someone recommends you a game, or you see a bunch of people playing a game, and you play it, and by like hour 10 or 15, and you don't like it, either the game's not as good as what people are making it out to be, or it's not your game. Either or, stop playing. Don't be me. Destiny 1 is good, while Destiny 2 is good as well, but graphically is literally a downgrade than upgrade. Yeah, I didn't like, actually, I agree with you on that. I did not like how they changed a lot of enemy designs from D1 and D2. Like the Cabal, the Hive, even the Fallen, I felt like they were all downgraded. I think the issue that Destiny 2, that Bungo did, the dumbass, all right, let me put a better word, dude. The dumbassery that Bungie did is they said, oh, let's make the game have better graphics and more enhanced, more detailed. People love it.
You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
They made the designs of all the enemies a lot more detailed, but in turn of making them a lot more detailed, they got rid of like the unique art style of D1. Like, sure, they're more detailed. Oh, I can zoom in on them and woo, wow, they look very, very, very complex. But I prefer the arts of D1. Also, yeah, I don't like the fact that they kind of killed off Siva. Siva was supposedly killed off, but at the same time it wasn't killed off, and then D2 it was never brought up ever again up until like the Rasputin thingy. I miss the days of exploring the Plague Lands. The climate's less terrifying. Climate's less terrifying. I think again I would just put it that in Destiny 2 compared to Destiny 1, they took a bigger. They had a higher focus on art style. In Destiny 1. In Destiny 2, they had a higher focus in graphics. Which was, very, very stupid. In tutorial in D1, you don't see anything. You're armless. 1 D2, you find a gun, and quite literally everything is lighted up. That's because Bungo in Destiny 2, when it first began, Bungie just expected their entire player base to be, people that already played Destiny 1, or people that have seen Destiny 1. They weren't trying to pick up anybody that was new to the Destiny universe at the beginning of Destiny 2. If and or when I ever beat the Arknights collab, if and before Chaos Zero Nightmare comes out, I intend to play Destiny Rising and see if I like it. Anyway, back to Limbus Company. I'm sorry, Heathcliff. Do you milk? I do not milk. Also, isn't it, aren't the veins and the wires of humans so poorly designed too? Can't we just like take out all our wires and redesign them? What is the real problem? We can find ourselves the ship to go after them, yes. But most eyes of Iberia, the lighthouses,
were lost during the profound silence. Wait, when did you say most? Do you mean that there's some left? Plaguelands is called Playlands, yeah. Just one, as far as I know. The one in Grand Faro, but... That lighthouse cannot be used at this moment. There's another. There's a lighthouse you can use. Oh!
Really?
Ha! Are you really going to give one of the villagers the benefit of the doubt?
Yet,
Young Skadai hath already confirmed her to be safe.
all I confirmed is whether she's seaborn or not. Can't know if she's a cultist.
'Tis true, yet...
Once we saw that Mayors was left all on her own, we decided to have her accompany us at all times and keep her within Irene's eyeshot. We couldn't possibly blame her for what happened, given Skadati's confirmation that she doesn't have anything to do with those sea monsters. Besides, they'd all left her behind. I can spell plague without plague. You know, it's just the disease. It's just, you know, it's just the lands. Plague lands with the plague. Well, then it's just the lands, the cleanse lands. The post plague land, the pre-plague lands. The what is it called? Yeah, but I really seriously to harbor this suspicion.
The problem with the Aegir is that she simply knows too much.
I'll kill you.
Where she could...
I'll kill your whole family. You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
Where she could honestly have gained access to all that information. See? She can answer that question.
But let's think about it this way. What if we were to ask her what we don't know? The location of that lighthouse, for example.
They're ticking rapidly. What do they say?
That thing said that we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know, like the location of the lighthouse.
That seems like a reasonable suggestion to me. Or, does the Inquisitor have an alternative solution to this conundrum? No, but, fine. Let's hear it. I won't interrogate you. How about how you have access to things that even us Inquisitors don't know? At least not right now.
Lowest player kind of in comparison of Curse of Osiris. Vibe.
Fredo Merato. That lighthouse, that's our village name. Somewhere a little ways off from the coastline. There's an intact eye of Liberia on the sea, though it was almost destroyed when the profound silence swept through.
Why does Casaldi have a glass armor? I don't even... She's not supposed to have that. As far as I know, her design... She's also supposed to have, like, darker colored hair and darker colored clothing. For whatever reason, her clothing is just contrasted, like, 40% higher than what it should be. Not the coastline. Is it not connected to that land?
I used to think it be, until it sank. We should be able to procure ourselves enough wooden material from the village to build a raft. It is near enough for a raft to be the means of access. The weather's not great today, but it should do. It's not very far from the coast.
I think that's supposed to be like see-through, like latex slash plastic.
Even you're going to trust the Aegir? I don't see why I shouldn't. I understand that Iberia mistrust of the Aegir is quite profound, yet such has been as hollow to the rest of us. Inquisitor Irene, what did you feel when you saw the Rhodes Island operator? If you're talking about the cactus, then nothing in particular, other than a slight annoyance when she accused me of being inhumane. So, you didn't harbor any hostility nor disgust? Not that you would have felt any sense of sympathy or empathy either. I thought... I have no history of feelings, for or against the Aegir. Such must be the same for the outsiders.
I've never seen a sail pin from 8.5 pin to 8.50 pin. I mean, hey, practically free DLC at that point. What's she on about?
She is conveying that in matters in regards to mayors, our opinions are more objective than Irene's. Finding the vessel Fabius commanded will be of benefit to all. Limbus Company will gain an opportunity to return to the city via the Dimension Door, while Rhodes Island will have the chance to study it at a closer proximity. And the Inquisition will gain possession of the vessel in which the technology from the Iberian Golden Age is contained. What? You're just going to hand that over to the Inquisition? Why shouldn't we convey what was once Iberia's? Well, there certainly are aspects to that vessel that draw interest. I already have a state-of-the-line art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. As long as that can be guaranteed, I see no reason to refuse. Irene eventually agreed to put her trust in Mayors.
We are in luck, Executive Manager. It is quite fortunate that our interests align exactly with that of the first strangers we encountered in this strange land.
Luckily, he's right. Imagine if we were back in the city, it would have taken them like 3-4 free distortion hunts for us to come in disagreement.
Sorry about having to saddle you with this, Miss Mayors. Please lead us to the lighthouse.
Okay, happily. So, when you said almost astride, how almost astride is it? I heard that the lighthouse faded from the lighthouse a long time ago. But the shape still stands, at least it was when I was in a few months ago. If the lighthouse is in the operable state, we're going to need an expert technician to get it back in working order. The technology it's based on is completely divorced from the population application of the Originium technology, so I doubt there's anyone out there who can work it any more than...
You needn't worry about that. Here, we have an engineer and a researcher who are geniuses even among those in the city, so we should be able to manage with technical failures.
Today is just revelation after revelation, huh?
I can vouch for Limbus company's skills!
I can also work on the simpler tasks. I've learned a thing or two helping out Gramps. Stuff about the lighthouse or various tech stuff.
Well, then, should we all head to the lighthouse together?
No, we'll be leaving the group for a moment. Omnia will accompany you instead. What? After all that, you're just going to off on your own? Yes, to join the doctor. It is imperative for the successful execution of this mission. Of course, that hinges on Omnia and Skid Daddy remaining behind you to assist the rest of you. Thus, I will leave it to the rest of you to take the Eye of Iberia, the lighthouse, back. Wait, what do you mean take back the lighthouse? Is there someone or something out there that's taking over the lighthouse called the Eye of Iberia? A likely superstition. Omnia, what did the manager of Limbus Company say?
They're asking if the lighthouse has been taken over by something.
Not a bad intuition. This is fucking terrible. This is boring. Can we not do this? Can we not have the Paimon-esque moment? This is getting really bad as Genshin. I get this is a like 1 year awaited like collaboration, but the dialogue just feels so fluffed out. I'm getting very tired of this scene. Can we just move on? I get it. We got. I get what's going on, what's happening. It just feels like this could have been condensed at least by like. They could have cut out maybe 1/3 to 1/20 of the dialogue here. It just. I'm getting really tired of how long this is going on for. I almost have all the DLCs of Destiny up until Final Shape, and in Final Shape I quit my habit. But now I'm gonna regain my habit, but instead of playing Destiny 2 again and buying the DLCs, I'll get Destiny Rising, the gacha game, and play that. Yes, there is a high likelihood that the structure has already been overrun by sea terrors. I don't know about overrun, but I've encountered them a few times when we approached it too closely. Normally, this is hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but... Answer me this. Are there any limitations to the revival? There are no restrictions as long as Dante, the manager, survives. However, do know that battle efficiency depreciates with prolonged battle due to mounting mental stress on the manager. No need to change the plan then. Omnia, use this communicator to alert me as soon as you are able to identify the coordinates of the vessel from the lighthouse. If luck would have it, we should be able to reduce the time it takes to complete the retrieval mission. Okay. As long as you're not taking everyone with you. If it's just her who's leaving, then go ahead. I think we should be fine too.
Then let us commence mission vessel master's retrieval!
Righto, step on! Step 1 of the Blaze Raft, right? Let's get on with it.
It's done. Let's go. What?
What? What are you looking at us like that? Is there something bothering you?
Must you ask? Just look at how proactive and quick she is to jump into action. Certainly lives up to the image of an employee looking for a large company. Thanks, sweetest! For the charitable view, I guess.
Thanks to Skidaddy, who had already finished the first step of the plan, we were about to move on to step 2 immediately. Oh shit, it's finally done! Finally! Damn! I was getting so tired of how long that was going on for. Thankful. Thank! My word. Oh! Not even just because my voice isn't even getting dry or hurt. I was just getting bored of how long that was going on for. Because again, it could have been seduced. Oh. Great. I hope this part isn't too long. After a while of carefully sailing on Skidaddy's raft along the coastline, the coastal cliffs, a gargantuan shrouded lighthouse emerged from the thick mist.
I am a barrier.
Even if its dilapidated ruined state, touches that all at once monumental and sensitive awe-pendant on the exterior construction of the lighthouse.
Some even call these lighthouses guardians of Iberia. It retains the grandeur of the era, as it was built during its general golden age. Beauty in everything, don't you? It is as she said, but now these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitors and soldiers of the Penal Battalion. No one who's attempted to retrieve a lighthouse has ever survived the expedition.
Can you please not say scary stuff like that? Miss Irene, we are literally about to walk into one.
Ugh, don't you ever quit chapping. What are you, a foul beast? Stop yapping in my ear. Why is this one such a coward like the rest of you outsiders?
One of them gives milk, one of them gives cheese, one of them gives silk. Is this a riddle? Can I have the milk? I need the milk so I can chug it to have an excuse to clog my milk with, clog my throat with fat.
I'm not a coward, I'm just voicing my...
She did just say something pretty concerning stuff. How long do you think the repairs will take?
Its exterior is rather heavily damaged. However, from what is visible from the outside, its interior is still quite intact. With Miss Faust's expertise, it should not take very long.
Yisang suggested with a smile, but Faust maintained her silence for the entire journey to the lighthouse. Then said something pretty concerning in response.
Of course, my wit remains unmarred, even in such uncertainties. The currents are pretty wild. Someone's gonna have to stay behind to keep an eye on the raft. We can't just leave it here unattended. But I don't know if we can carry it either.
I'll stay here and protect the ship.
Sure you can handle this alone? I know you're strong, but maybe one or two more people should just stay behind just in case.
No, don't need them. Sea terrors will swarm the isle if I go with you anyway.
So this has nothing to do with you. So what she's trying to say is that she's worried about you not having enough people to take on the lighthouse when she can handle this area out loud. Which is why she's okay with staying behind alone.
Thanks for the explanation. Some people just can't help but hop through an extra hoop, I guess. Well then, let's trust her.
We'll be back, Skidaddy.
Skedaddle, skedoodle, Skidaddy's guarding the raft-doodle. Luckily, we didn't run into any terrors on the way to the lighthouse gates. The problem was that the gate was bound shut by strange blue tissues.
Reminds me of that L Corp branch back at U Corp. Oh, that one was white.
I don't think I can do anything to force it open myself, so... Guys, can you pry open this door? Boy, move over. I'll pull from the right side, you grab the left end.
Wait, we'll all pull together at 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
3. Oh!
Something's off you.
What are you doing?
The door is firmly secured in place.
This flesh tissue degenerates almost as soon as it is torn. Perhaps you'll need to stab. You'll need to tap into a wider form of art to get this opened.
Well, what now?
This strange flesh tissue growing on the gates is sea tear. It reacts to the lamp, but it's grown too much to be affected by its any meaningful capacity.
Skidaddy might not open this door with her incredible strength, but...
Should I go, Venture? But, I think she's already fighting off the sea terrors from seeking the raft.
So, we're all on our own. Maybe there's an identity card or ego I could use to get through this.
So which one?
Huh? Just as I was pondering a familiar question, a faint black glow came from into view, then devoured my sight. It's no intuition or inspiration. It's different from those sudden flashes of realization. And it's not the star of that day that I think of from time to time. It's not the horrible door that I see every time I turn the clock either. The formless and black space in which I am not permitted to see. A faint noise, a whisper cuts through it, and through that opening I see light. I reach out to the opening and see Skidaddy, born from a very, very warm gaze. Skidaddy! Powerful imagery crashes onto me like the waves. Skidaddy, the staggering dancer wielding a blade. Skidaddy who flaunts her flowing locks. And Skidaddy, the singer, humming in a low voice. Beyond the fringe of cognition, Skidaddy's existence has become engraved. The sinner who can wrestle and control this oceanic tidal power is...
Dante, are you alright?
It's Sans Undertale! I'm good. I don't think we'll need to send for Skidaddy.
Huh? What?
Hey, Ishmael, I've never used this ego before, but I need you to trust me and accept it. What? An ego? I nod quietly. Well, it's not like we ever get to have practice with those egos, whatever it is, so it seems to me our manager's found a solution. Her confusion is short-lived. She lets out a carefree laughter before stepping forward, boldly twirling her mace around. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Get corroded?
한눈 팔지 마세요. 내 말은 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
Wow. Cracks in the lighthouse are growing.
I think she destroyed the door instead of opening it.
Sorry, didn't need to be this strong.
Well, the door's open. What are we waiting for? No, I mean, what? Just what was the part where you?
What? The part where I suddenly changed to a different outfit and equipped a different personality?
Yes, that. That is.
This is most fascinating. An ego could be drawn here, in lieu of the mirror of Mephistopheles.
I think I'm connected to Omnia's subconscious mind. There was this strange, unfamiliar light, and I saw Omnia's emotions attached to her memories and experiences. So I just reached out to them.
My subconscious mind?
I just had this feeling that it would work. Sorry about peering in without asking first. But I don't see anything other than things about Skidaddy. All I need were memories and emotions that can be used to understand the being that is Skidaddy.
It's okay. I also have experience with gaining powers from others' memories and emotions to overcome difficult situations. Maybe that's how you're able to draw something from me as well, Dante.
That is the most appropriate assumption, especially in a situation in which delving into its principles is impossible. Oh, so that's called ego?
Verily, of course, Limbus Company's ego is quite distinguished from the other kind of ego, which are bloomed from within oneself.
That is enough. No further information is to be divulged to outsiders.
Yes, it matters not for the young males, the young Omnia, you learn of this.
I agree with that fool this time. The Inquisitor used an artillery projectile that penetrated the outer wall, several of them, in fact, of a building, and the head did not pursue her following that breach of taboo. This is clearly not the city.
Ain't it better to let her talk right out than to hear her moan and whine about not being able to say anything?
I am convinced. Do as you will, then.
Faust's reply sounded almost sulking, but Don Quixote immediately began to expound upon ego to Irene and Mayors anyway. But everyone was too busy to pay attention to her, as the wet slithering noise from a distance had put everyone on edge.
Can we do that later? We've got some cleaning up to do. So there were more sea terrors past the door.
I think any sea terrors from the sea are all converging around Skidaddy, which means our only roadblocks are sea terrors still lingering around the lighthouse. Let's go! Let's take this lighthouse back! Yeehaw! Wow, alright, so that was actually not that was pretty short. Not bad. Oh. Wow. Hand of the Saint. What about Saint of the Hand? Man, these creatures got no HP. They got no dick, no balls, and probably no butthole because of radiation. Well, since we are in the middle of a fight scene and I have the ability to rest my voice a little bit, I need to go to my alarm clock and see if it's going to be set for 6 a.m. or nay.
Well, change it to 6 a.m. if I need to, if it's not already. But I don't know if I did or did not do such. Alright, I did. It's at 6 a.m. for awakening. People be like, oh, 9 to 5 so hard. What about a 6 a.m. to 4, bitch? Don't tell me about 9 to 5 being hard. You got a 6 to 4. When I got a 6 to 4. That's a lot of enemies. Wow. Is this a focus battle? I mean, I didn't see. We're not getting any more moves, so it seems like this is a focus battle. But that's Elriz. Wing.
And Semi, hi, P.O.Box.
I could have done these nuts in your mouth blindfolded. I have a really bad habit of I need to stop doing that. I don't know what I could do to make it stop. I have a bad habit where I like, ow! To the hydrate, stretch, and posture stack cyber raptor. Very, very cool. How you doing? Oh. Joe Mama? Is Joe at your mama's? Or am I Mama and you're Joe? Limbus company has an Arknights collab. It's going away in 3 days. I'm trying to complete the story. I'm trying to complete the Arknights collab, and I'm hoping to play either Zenless Zone Zero or Destiny Rising before Chaos Zero Nightmare comes out on October 22nd. So I have like just the right amount of days to play and beat Limbusy. Arknights collab before CZN comes out. But here's the hoping that I beat Arknights collab before, so I can like try out the Destiny gacha game to then get daily logins or whatnot. I'm hoping I would assume there's daily logins. Can we not all attack the exact same enemy, guys? Who's attacking it? Greg? Alright, how about... Let's see, you have 40 health. So, Greg, how about you attack that one? How about you attack that one? And how about you attack that one? Alright, see? Was that so hard, game? Is it so hard to... I wish there was, like, 3 buttons. I wish there was win rate, damage, and then even attack. Or some other word. Even attack as in like all my allies were trying to attack every enemy that is on the field. So it'd go by the principles of win rate up until there's like no more enemies that are needed to be win rated upon, and it would then all my allies would target the enemies that are stunned. That's a lot of enemies. We're on turn 5. How many? We're supposed to beat this on 10 turns, or is it? Did it say 15 turns? I don't remember. How many people were attacking that? No one's attacking that. Really? Why? Why aren't you attacking that? You should be attacking that. Don't get cocky, Claire. Ishmael, come on. You have... Oh, never mind. You only have 12 sanity. No wonder why you filled your coin flip. Still Elriz, though. Oh, bless. Suck my aner. Neutral. Suck my inner. Struggling. Suck my inner. Can anyone else fight that? Surely someone else is gonna have an easier time fighting and winning against that. Everyone is struggling up against it. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to cope with a neutral then. Ishmael, come on. Oh. Oh. Ishmael, you suck, dog. And of course you got stunned too, you worthless hoe.
저기요. 움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요? 단테님. 아무래도 의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
Did it say... Hold on, I need to see. Did it say like 10 turns or 15 turns to beat this fight? Because if it's 10 turns, we're nowhere close. We would need to like select different allies.
예전부터 한 번에 되는 일이 없었지. 대관원을 나선 이후부터
20, wait. Oh, 15 turns. Okay. So actually, let's get rid of you two, yeah? Get rid of you two. And then instead of having Cock Lair, we should have someone else instead of Cock Lair, but who? Should we have someone else in Cock Lair? Maybe not Cock Lair, what I'm thinking of. Maybe it's decent. I don't know. Not really anyone that's gonna be working that well. What do you do again? You do bleed. That's not gonna be helpful. What's the thumb cock? What does the thumb do? He has a bleed and tremor. That's not useful. Is everyone? I think everyone here is like. His cock flare. What does cock flare do again? He gets burn and rupture. I guess that probably is. That's okay. And well, actually, what says I have to use cock flare? Why don't we just use the thumb? Get rid of cock flare. Let's put in the thumb. Where's the thumb? There's the thumb. There we go. Easy. Alright, we gotta beat it in 15 turns. That'll be easy. I believe in us. I think we can. Well, we can do it. I believe in us. Believe in yourself. Don't care what they say. Not gonna be too good on the first turn. But on turn 3, then we'll be all goated out because Hong Lissy over here is gonna have two turns, and then Faust is gonna have 2 turns. Our most powerful allies will have the most to work with, and we got the thumb over here. Thumb is broken. Yeah. Oh, yeah! Get that sanity up. Hey, that's rude. How could you? Don't be slapping our girl around. Alright, now Faust will be going twice. Wonderful! Rip.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나. 무용하군요.
목을 떨궈주마. 넌 푸름을
Alright, splendid.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
All right, wonderful. Now we got our entire team goated with the sauce. They're going goated out. They are goated. They are faded. Faust got 2 terms. Honglu got 2 terms. Honglu got his skill 3. We've risen it up. I can riz you up. I can show you what you've got to be and show you where you've got to see. You can fill my cup. Nice. Very nice. My favorite part about Honglu. Being able to slay 2 enemies in 1 turn because of the dual attack system. And he's got his S3 again. Nice. See, this is exactly why having 2 different allies. This is exactly why it's good to have 5 allies in the team instead of 7 with the high show pack gang. Leash holder of all Hayosho 3. Leash holder of all Hayosho. Imagine the day when it becomes leash holder of all Hayosho 11. Almost all 13. There's like 13 Hayosho pack. No, there's 12. There's 12, but Ishmael is not counted under as a Hayosho. Very convenient, unless they make another identity. Unless they make another identity for Ishmael, where the entire premise is that they bring Ishmael back to life, and thus she has a second Hayosho pack identity, and now she is. Actually, wait, they can't do that because that's taboo. Well, then again, no, as long as her brain's alive, then it's not taboo. Nice. With them over here not getting any turns, Lamau. Our poor boy has yet to have any turns. Because all our allies keep slaying the things that he's trying to hit. I would have thought that Lei Hang would have been a permanent protagonist, but I guess not. Or no, I thought that Lei Hang would have been. Actually, no, wait. Technically, he could come back and Ryosho, what's up? Lei Hang, we saw you die. Yeah, I had really good life insurance. I'm back to life, baby. Yeah. Riz me, mommy. Oh shit, he's actually doing something. He did 1 turn. He had 1 turn and he did 1 thing. Ah, wonderful. Everyone's attacking the exact same creature. Very cool. Alright, Honglu. If you want to attack one, if you want to attack it, you can. But Thumb is not. Thumb, you're gonna be attacking that. Yeah, good enough. I don't feel like editing it anymore. Wing, wing, wing.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
빈틈투성이네.
강호 유람기의 사조. 이렇게 일이 쉽게 풀린 적이 드물었는데.
일기당천. 강호 유람기라면
So only next turn is where we're gonna be fighting whatever that thing is down there, huh?
놀이가 아니야. 모험이지.
Okay then. Wait, no, don't attack. No, don't attack. You bozos. The Hand of the Saint. You can't attack the Hand of the Saint. That thing's immortal. All of you have to attack that thing now. Oh no, but it did barely any damage. Is it gonna counterattack for every single person that attacks it? No, okay, good. I didn't think so, but if it did, I would have been annoyed. Uh-oh, we got stunned. Uh-oh, stinky. Kill, 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 kill. Well, it ain't surviving that. What's the point of being able to damage the Hand of the Saint? Oh. We actually had to slay the device. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that was I didn't even know that was mandatory here. Oh. No. Okay. No ending dialogue. All right then. Let's bring back our thumb salt. Where's our boy? There's our boy. He's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. Thumb salt is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a pretty boy. Is there gonna be another fight scene? Okay, then there's probably gonna be dialogue after the end then, if that's the case. Wow, everyone's pretty much got their... Everyone but him has their S3s. Well, him and... Alright, so 3 out of 5... No, never mind. 2 out of 5 people. I'd say it's pretty good to have Yi-Sang have his S3 in turn 1. Because that means that he might be able to do his S3 later in the run. Pardon me. Oh. Not enough damage. Not enough damage. Sad. Don't we usually start out with like 10 sanity?
이렇게 일이 쉽게 풀린 적이 드물었는데.
강호 유람기라면 이스마엘 그자가 진행해주는 탁자 위에서 하는 놀이 말이십니까?
놀이가 아니야.
Faust. Your S3 would be a lot more useful if it was done to that. Actually, let's screw win rate. Faust, use your S3 on that. You attack that. You attack that. Let's see, what now? You attack that. You attack that. You attack that. See? We're all in this together. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah! Let's go. I always love it when she uses their S3 enhanced. And now we're cleaning up what's left. Yummers. Beep, beep. Yeah. Beep. And now we got all our turns. Yeehaw. You know what? Let's have him take off his hat.
놀이가 아니야. 모험이지. 무용하군요. 이제 깨우치시게.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. I really hope that I can actually if there's any allies, if there's in the future banners that come along, if I see any of them have... Well, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I'm considering of like sticking with the Haisho pack gang and just continuing to pull for more Haisho pack gangs. But I'm also considering of like pulling for people that inflict sinking. Because I would like to have... I would love to have a potential man build. And to have a potential man build, that would mean that I need to build a sinking team. I think it'd be really fun to have a sinking team because I like potential man. I really like his combat. I really like his moveset. The way like all the animations for his attacks are super cool, and I love him. I love my Heathcliff. And I really wanna see about getting a depression team going as soon as I can. All right, 3 people are gonna be attacking that. Okay, Honglu, attack literally anything but that. How about you attack that? Who else is attacking that? Isang. Honglu, how about you attack that? So there you go. And then Yisang can clean it up. Oh yeah, I forget my father because my family's home. That's why. Slight amount of internet's being taken up because of the fam squad. Oh no. Oh, come on. What? She got stunned? Limbus Company. Potential man. Potential man solo. Potential Limbus Company Sunshower versus 648 solo. Bruh. What the Sigma? How did 3? Oh, never mind. Only 2 people got stunned here. But those 2 people that got stunned are pretty important peeps.
그 짧은 감상 메르소의 가르침이군요. 대답 정도는 해주십시오. 내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
What? Why is he? Huh? Oh, he's attacking multiple things there. Okay. Oh no, poor foul. Oh, I see. I finally understand how that works. Someone's what? Why are people still stunned? What? But why? I can't understand why people are still stunned, but okay. Alright, come on, Honglu. Game in that thing. Game in that thing. Game in that thing. Did you game end it? No, you did not. But you did stun it, so that counts. Oh, fuck you. Bro got 5 unbreakable coins. It lands none of them. Does no damage against that creature. What the fuck? Why is everyone still stunned? Oh, it's different people this time that are stunned. Winning this battle within 15 turns. Who died? Of course it was Honglu. Well, we are on the final wave. I think we're just gonna, like, try and power through it. Faust, if you get stunned here, I'm gonna be so pissed. You fucking stupid bitch.
이번 승리에 너무 기뻐하지 마. 아직 수는 남았다. 앉을 테니까.
아가씨.
돌아가자. 웨이.
오늘 대련을 복귀할 수 있도록 자료를 준비하겠습니다.
Making me waste all that time.
다를 바가 무엇인지 떠오르는 해가 부끄럽군요.
어디서 뱀 기어가는 소리 들리지 않아?
What if I just had 4 people?
여기서 저만큼 유능한 인재는 흔치 않죠.
Let's see how this works. Let's just see what happens if we only have 4 people. So theoretically, if we got long enough in, we could, theoretically, very much theoretically, just Hope, Maud, and Seed. Theoretically, Yi-Sang would be able to have 2 turns, right? That means he would actually have a chance to perform as, like, S3 twice at some point.
방금의 움직임 두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다, 아가씨.
이런 것쯤이야. 눈 감고도.
Good, that didn't stun anyone.
강호 유람기에서도 이렇게 일이 쉽게 풀린 적이 드물었는데.
The issue last time is that what's it called, Rodion hit that one creature that doesn't do anything until you attack it first. So because she attacked that creature, then it started attacking back, and it messed us all up. I'm holding down the mouse button, but it doesn't do anything. Holding down left mouse button doesn't do anything when there's no eagles going on. Alright, Julio, Honglu got his S3. We are balling. We are faded. No! Honglu, why? Why'd you attack it? You dumbass. At least you didn't get stunned. Now we're gonna have to deal with that every turn, you moron. Bad RNG, bad AI. Whatever, at least we have all of our turns now.
유람기에서도 이렇게 일이 쉽게 풀린 적이 드물었는데.
Everything is that's dominated, so that's good. Do I have enough? I do have enough, actually.
놀이가 아니야. 모험이지.
And she's at max, so that's a good idea, methinks. For her to use that so we can get a little bit of heals. We don't necessarily need it, but it's good to be prepared to use it anyway.
멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요. 마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
Bro's not getting any linebacker stacks. That's so Elriz. Having him in here with Ishmael is pointless if he's not gonna get any linebacker. That's the whole reason why he's in my team, is because of linebacker. But he never really gets it. He almost never ever gets linebacker. I need to have unless there's like certain egos that I can have on him that would actually aid. Yeah, unless there's like certain egos. Oh wait, oh, what are you guys doing? No, Faust, you aim for that. Okay. How about you all, both of Faust aim for that. You aim for that. You aim for that. Actually, also you aim for that. Let's see. What are you gonna do? You're favored? What about this? That's favored too. It's either favored or favored. Well, we'll take a favored. Everyone just focus your attacks on game-ending that creature so we can get it over with. Faust might actually destroy it. Wow, she did! Good job! Alright, well, now that we got that creature dealt with, we shouldn't have too many issues from here on. Oh, great. Alright, it didn't stun anyone, so we're okay.
상대를 훌륭히 쓰러뜨리셨군요.
은자를 풀어줄 테니까 저자 의원한테 데려가.
I was quite worried it would stun someone, but it did not, so we're Gucci. For a second, I thought it said 737. And I thought I was going crazy. I was just like, wait, wasn't it just like 707? This spell's taking forever, dog.
검을 휘두를 줄 아는 자는 많다. 그 검에 길이 있는지가
말로 받아내라.
마음에 들면 들었다 솔직히 말해라.
도련해.
보기 드문 용자를 참 아낄 이유가 뭐 있는지.
꺾고 제철.
대답 정도는 해주십시오.
오야. 길을 열어라.
Nice.
유효하군.
I hear you, animal. Hold on. Wait a moment so I can win rate and hope to win rate. Alright, I'll let the animal out because he's crying because he might piss on the floor.
놀이가 아니야. 모험이지. 무용하군요.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라. 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
강호 유람기에서도 이렇게 일이 쉽게 풀린 적이 드물었는데.
강호 유람기라면 이스마엘 그자가 진행해주는 탁자 위에서 하는 놀이 말이십니까?
놀이가 아니야.
I let them out and they immediately start barking at me. Very cool. W wrist dogs. For real, for real. Wait, I kind of forgot my has made.
강호 유람기에서도 이렇게 일이 쉽게 풀린 적이
Who got
드문 건데.
stung?
강호 유람기라는
From what?
이스마엘 그자가 진행해주는
From
탁자에서
what?
하는 놀이 말이십니까?
놀이가 아니야. 모험이지.
위야. 막아내지 못하리. 이제 깨우치시길. 무용하군요. 무상한 목숨.
Okay.
지원해.
I let them out and she immediately starts
이
barking.
풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
Are two people still stunned? If we all attack that thing, what happens?
불가 위야.
Can I just wait until my allies are no longer stunned?
뛰어난 병사라도 적재적소에 쓰지 않으면
Oh, is that the gimmick? Am I supposed to hit that whenever we are stunned? Oh, I didn't know. Now I do!
나머지는 칼을 휘두를 일 아닌가.
Nothing left but that creature now. Yummers. Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Come on, fight back! Fight back! What happened? You had all that guts to all that bravado. Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Why aren't you fighting back? Come on, fight back. What happened? Oh, are you stunned? Oh, die.
사주로서 지혜롭고 용감하고 성실하고 멋지고 열정적인 아가씨라면
왜? 혹시 요즘 그 오티스라는 자랑 어울려 다니는 거 아니지? 나 부끄러우니까 그만해.
하나 넘고
완벽한 승리 축하드립니다, 아가씨. 이 정도의 성과라면 4대 가문의 자제들도 인정할 수밖에 없을 겁니다.
좋은 수업 덕분이지. 배운 게 많았어.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았어.
Oh, wow. No dialogue? Really? Wow. That's a surprise.
내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Only one enemy, though. That's not suspicious whatsoever. I don't think I'm gonna have this guy in here, though. Actually, I could do that. Actually, what do you do? Isn't your gimmick bleed? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do him. 3. 4, 5. That's good. Methinks. There are more sea terrors than we expected near the lighthouse, but
Thanks to Irene's lamp, the light of which paralyzed their nervous systems, paired with the rather narrow passageways, we were able to handle them without much trouble. Oh, wow. Also, as the control room was, unlike the exterior, mostly undamaged, Val shared the good news that the repairs won't likely take long.
Yi-san was right! Fortunately, the inside is barely damaged!
How are you progressing, Miss Faust?
It is almost complete. We best prepare to leave. And I'll radio the doctor, let's go!
A tremor shakes the building with a loud boom and the debris begins to fall from the ceiling. This lighthouse's precarious floor suddenly collapses from the shock. Ah, the floor is giving away! What's going on out there?
Something rammed against the eyes of Liberia.
I see art chattering through the ocean surface. The sheer explosive force turning water into mist. And discharging it once again!
Oh wow. What is that? Is that Dargan? As Yi-Sang noted, I saw the shadow of a dark figure through the ruptured outer wall of the lighthouse, charging ferociously at the ruined structure. The figure looked a lot like one of those knights of the city's western region Don Quixote would talk at length about.
That lighthouse might crumble at this rate!
Then we have no choice. We have to stop whatever's out there. Faust, stay here. The rest of us will descend the lighthouse and...
The lighthouse is almost fully functional. It'll only take some finishing touches to have its light shine again, which I can handle, so I'll stay behind. Seems entirely unnecessary to leave the rest of you. I would much rather leave into Faust, who is an expert. I've read about that Seaborn before. The fables and legends say that he is the last knight, and if those stories have any grain of truth in them, you're going to need all hands on deck to even have a chance at stalling it. You better prepare for a few days of interrogations once I bring you to the Inquisition. Your decision next to the manager?
All hands on deck. Leave the lighthouse to Mayors. We have to put a stop to that knight somehow. Waves crest high and violent behind the spear-wielding knight. We have to protect the already precarious lighthouse against the knight. The knight begins to charge us. His steed splitting the very scene. I actively know that this isn't going to be easy. That's a very cool, man. That's a very cool design. Why can't we see it in full glory? Hi, Yakumoro. Welcome, and hope you're doing well. Oh, damn. One day, wheat grains he planted did not sprout. One day, he stopped feeling the scent of life between his breaths. What team are you running? Haisho Pack. Thus, he rides against the currents, hunting after waves. He seeks the waves, reapproaching them, eventually bringing about the description. Good luck? I don't need it. I'm just that good. Fate memories having blinked through ominous fathoms that flash briefly before my eyes, and the Seaborn Knight wields his great lance against unsurfaced sea terrors. He shudders as though with repulsive, but he does not stop. You obstruct progress and cover the lands as imperishable. This is the land. The Knight of the sea terrors don't necessarily seem to be on the same side. Perhaps diplomacy may be a viable solution here. Overcome the bellowing roar and try to talk to the Knight. Who will overcome the bellowing roar? Hong Lu! We are not the sea, we are not its waves. The knight's great lance falters with doubt. Waves are the only thing that hold any meaning for him. The offensive level of 3 offensive level down. Neat. I don't, we'll be good. We're the Hayosho team. We're just that good, you dig? And we also got Ring Yi-sang in here from as a supporter. We'll be fine. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in me.
I'm very excited now. The
Vermisa doesn't know. Well, yeah. What would I know?
What would I know? I don't. The first time I'm fighting this thing.
What a cool design. Struggling? That's Elriz. How about we change that? How about we change that into not struggling, yeah?
Oh, he's still struggling though. No, it's favored. That's struggling now. Well, how about we change that with Suburbia? Now we're dominating. W Riz.
잘 생각해보라고.
틈을 끊어.
Does he make us lose 10 sanity every time we clash with his ass? Oh, that looks like it's the case. That's El Riz. I don't understand why, but that's cringe. For real, no cap.
친히 목을 떨궈주마.
Oh no, 6 damage. Oh.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Oh no, 3 damage. Oh.
기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what Frostbite does. Oh no, not 15 damage across 2 units. The sin is relentless assault upon the night begins to slow. Though we don't have anything in common with the night, cold loneliness riots is yellow and insidious under the faint light. Are we waves or rocks in his eyes? The sea wets our hems, giving us no time to answer the question. Someone has to stand their ground and stand next to the petrified sinners. Who will stand their ground? Hong Lu! Sinner Hong Lu's warmth reignites the fire determination of the rest of the sinners. In that moment, Irene raises her lamp, showering the night with its light. Iberi's flame illuminates our path. Unlike the night, we are not alone, so we did not have to endure the chilling illness by ourselves. Remove Frozen from all allies. Okay, well, we won't figure out what Frozen does until the next time it happens. Now you will. So she has 2 stacks of Frozen. Frozen? Like Elsa from the hit famous anime? Elsa? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's not that bad. Bruh. Why has this dude got so many unbreakable coins? Jeez. What the Sigma? Songlu frozen. Did bro turn to Elsa? Oh, he's frozen. He turned to Elsa. Oh, hey, there's 4 people frozen that turned to Elsa. That's cool. Well, I see what Frozen does now. Who else has Frozen? You have Cold. Lose 1 speed for every Cold stack. Skilled N, 20 Gloom, 20 SP, Frozen. That's incredibly annoying. What you gonna do? Fight back! Fight back! You cannot.
멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
Oh no, he did barely any damage. Ah, I'm so scared. Ooh. Oh man, it froze Faust now? Elriz. Elriz for freezing Faust. So it seems like you need to have 7 people. It does not seem like, yeah, it seems like the devs are really encouraging you to have up to 7 people instead of trying to reduce your numbers. Because here I was trying to take advantage of Hong Lu having multiple turns. This boss actually counters the Hyoshos. Well, he's gonna have to counter this dick in his mouth when I'm done with him.
I don't know, he's not too bad so far. I mean, the worst part, I mean, the biggest, the only, the actual only mistake so far is just having 5 characters in here instead of 10. Can he still put, it doesn't look like, can he put frozen on us when he's stunned? Yeah, okay. It appears that's the case, but that's alright. Ain't much we can do about that. He's almost dead, though. Oh. Oh, I see. There's a phase 2. That's cool. Wow, very cool game. You actually gave it. Wow, there's a phase 2 for once. Unclashable? Oh, great. For once in the video, for once in the history of Limbus Company, they actually gave a boss a phase 2. Incredibleous. The knight rides upon the violently winding steed. Let's race skyward. The knight races across the sea, splitting its waves. We won't succeed at this rate. Stall him, please, even for a second. Irene directs her hand cannon toward the knight. Her aim will undulates at the same time, at the same frequency with the waves, but we need a moment to recover. Topple the waves. Go for his legs, not his lance. So we have to stop the knight's charge. Oh, well, let's see if this works. Hey, it worked! The Inquisitor quickly capsizes at this momentary opening. A blinding spark flies from the hurricane, and the knight is thrown off his steed. Slay the ocean skill becomes clashable. That's it. Dan's shadow pool runs on the lone knight. Susurious of teeming flesh slides against the flesh. Oh, the knight leaps from, the knight leaps from off the surface, but the sea rises violently in response to dragging him back down. The waves crest high, gnawing upon the knight, crashing him back down to the water surface. But he leaps once again, and cresting waves and is stepping. He stands tall against the great will. His head held high in eternal defiance. The unrelenting knight rides across the water once and charges at us. Well, let's give you a try. Damn. That failed. Struggle passive deactivated. So it looks like the game doesn't want us to have Hong Lu in here. I mean, does that really matter? Nah, I'm gonna still have him in there. But we're gonna have to, actually, should we? Yeah, we should. Should we? I think we should still have Hong Lu in here, but we need to have more sinners. 4, 5, 6, 7. But should I switch out somebody? Would be maybe, you know, maybe. Who's the worst? Who's the weakest link? Potential woman's the weakest link. So actually, let's not use potential woman. Instead, let's use Thumb Salt here. Here comes the boy. Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. Here he comes. There he is. Here comes the boy. Welcome, boy. I want a screenshot of the knight. I want a screenshot of the nussy. Give me the nussy screenshot to see. Bro is there for one single dialogue scene. Unless later. There he is! Hello, boy! What would this be considered a star of the city? No, star of the city would mean it's like basically gonna game into everybody. Go, Hong Lu. What? Oh, okay, we're good. All right, everyone's favorite for now. Julio. Even if the Hiya show packs are
gonna be extremely flawed against this guy. We don't really got much of choice. I mean, we really don't have a choice. They are my main team. I have a few characters I could maybe swap out. I don't know, we got through like phase 2 pretty easily though. Only issue is that we just got half the team got frozen and he did a whole bunch of damage to a bunch of people. With Rodion and Faust in the team, we should be Gucci. Now those are all struggling, so we can do what we did last time. Use more Stisius. And we can also do what we did last time. Use Suburbia. And we can use this. So now we have 2 neutrals. Yeah, sure. Oh man, he failed the neutral. Oh man, he failed the neutral. Maybe we should just give this up because it's already not going that great. Well, I see that you can't really, there's not really a way to avoid the cold status. Because you attack this guy, period, it's gonna put it on you. So that's just a part of the boss fight mechanic, so there's no point in trying to avoid it, period.
I'll kill you.
Teams with evasive or clashable blocks can have a sort of rest phase every 2 turns where they use defensive skills to avoid stacking cold. It goes away if you don't hit them for a turn. Well, I don't have any characters like that. The only one I have like that would maybe be Ishmael. So we just gotta ball with what we got. And I suffered through this? I guess I'll have to suffer through it too, as you did now. To do Molar Ishmael solo later. I believe in you! You got this in the bag! You could win! Why are we struggling so much now? Why are we getting absolutely obliterated? Why is everyone filling their coin flips?
You like jazz?
What's going on? Why is everyone failing? Why is everyone failing? We have more Stasius on. This doesn't make sense. All right, I'm giving up. I'm just gonna reset. I don't understand. I don't understand why we were failing so much there. Because everything said favored. Everything favored, yet nothing was working. Well, I don't want to constantly reselect that boy. That'd be annoying. So who did I use for Railway? Yeah, I don't really have anyone I could use. Actually, couldn't I use Potential Man? Because what does Potential Man do again? I actually kind of forgot. Gain 1 sinking count, lose 1 sinking. At the start of the combat phase, spend 1 sinking count, lose SP by the current amount of sinking. Before being hit by attacking, protection equal to these with sinking, up to protection, up to 5 protection. When below, let's see. Gain and clash, lose, gain 3 sinking. Inflict 2 sinking. When below, let's see. Spend 5 sinking to deal 20% damage. Wouldn't Potential Man work here? Tremor, sinking, or rupture. Oh, that's the case. Let's see. Who do I have for Tremor? I have you for Tremor. I can use you still, probably. I can use you. I don't know about you, but I might as well just put you on because I know your passive's good. I think your passive's good. Your passive's good for rupture people. I probably don't want you. I only really have her, but I think she's associated as good as passive. I don't really have her. There's not much I can do for variation.
I confess that I was the first person to be sounding the
First try with sinking after failing about 4 times with Hiya. I first tried it with sinking after failing 4 times with Hiya. Yeah, this makes sense. Sounds about right. Let me see. Let's do like let's do 1 or 2 for Greg real quick. Because let's see. Here's my plan. Here's what I'm thinking. We should have 5 people, right? What if we had Potential Man in first place? Then we have Greg over here. And then... Actually, I should probably switch out Hong Lu. You know how the Rupture stack you can do in 4 turns? I don't know what that means. But current team's not working, so... That's the main issue. That's all I know. Actually, wait, what isn't there other than the Ishmael I don't have leveled up? Just means actually stacking a Rupture. Well, current team was not working, so I don't think that's possible then. My current team. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my current plan. Let's level up Greg real quick though. You can actually have to use your brain to build it and not reset the attack constantly. I would not know anything about that.
흑수는 그 새를 물러라.
So, since I would have to use my brain, we're not doing that. We'll just try it with this random ass team that I happen to have. We have this really like sketchy random team that maybe, but probably not, but maybe. Actually, wait, shouldn't I should bring out, should I? Maybe there's a different Faust unit I could use. What do you do? You do charge. That's not gonna work. What about you? What do you do? You do Tremor. You could work. So let's try use a Nat version of Faust. Because that would mean we would have like 2 Tremor units. We have 2 Tremor units. I think, what is it? 2 Tremor units, a protection unit, bleed unit. Although I probably should have more than 5 units, but we kind of don't. This is what we got. Oh, this might work. I believe we got this. Maybe. I believe we have the power of copium and endless retries. We got potential, man. That's what matters, you know. Oh no, 10 damage. Ah. If you get past this guy, you'll beat Dungeon Boss. Yeah. Can we beat this guy within 10 days? We'll find out. What did I do here? I always did 10 days. I said 3 days, did I not? Well, it's either I beat this guy in 3 days or we don't beat him at all, so... Oh, what? Potential man? You ain't got jack shit going on. What the Sigma? You're supposed to be doing better. Oh, I don't have any egos. That's not good for me. Kind of forgot about that, huh? Oh well. And you know what? Maybe let's just try the Hyosho packet team again. Well, yeah, if we beat it, we have to beat it within 3 days. If we don't beat it in 3 days, then we don't beat it at all, and that's just it. That's just what it is. I miss out on all the CG. Let's just keep coping with like my Hyosho pack team. We get the power of copium. What can go wrong with the power of copium? Just try to be smart with the Honolulu's S3. I will do my best. If you know, it is what it is. We have the power of copium, maldium, and cedium. We gotta just keep coping that we have good RNG. If the game just gives us good RNG over and over again, then we're Gucci, and if it doesn't, then we just cope. We cope as much as we can cope. Yeah, user S3 on turn 1 base.
I'm number 1.
Unironically rotate attacks. Okay. I will remember. 21st night of September. Leva's changing her mind. Oh, neutral. Neutral means loss. As usual. Bruh. Oh, wow. Faust actually won that. Amaze balls. Good job, Faust. You didn't actually lose. I'm so proud of you. Everyone's struggling. Oh, Elriz. What about now? Okay, almost everybody is still struggling. Almost. What is that? Actually, we need to use Suburbia on that so we don't lose. That one's pretty important to not lose on. Well, we can either... Well, let's just use the power of copium. There's not much else we can do, because no matter what, it's going to be struggling. Good luck on this. Your brain's probably going to melt. We don't need to have brain melting. Listen, we have the power of win rate. Win rate usually win rates. There's only a few times when win rate doesn't win rates. But I'll continue to win rate until win rate doesn't win rate. And then until win rate doesn't win rate, then we know we cope rate. I could always just like do this boss on easy instead of trying to beat it on hard, but then I'd be missing out on like lunacy. Then again, I don't really have anything to be... You know what? How about we just do that? Let's just do that. Why bother struggling when I can play on easy mode? I just want to get through the story and see the CG. I don't even know why people say CG or what that really means. I just want to see the pretty art. So let's just do that. We play on easy mode. We're taking the bitch's way out. Because I am a bitch. The baddest bitch. I don't want to rack my brains all for a really hard boss. Just for, what would it be? How much lunacy would I miss out on? How much lunacy would I miss out on? Not enough that I would care about.
아는 것을 모른 채 할 수는 없으니.
調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
There's a reason they got an easy mode and a hard mode, right? So we're gonna take the easy mode. Unless there's not much of a difference between easy mode and hard mode. No, he has less health on easy mode. He has half the amount of health that he does on easy. Is that gonna make is that gonna make a Genshin impact on us beating him or nay? Oh, we're gonna find out on turn 2 because that's when the game starts to stomp us. It doesn't do any damage though, so that's a bonus. He's losing a lot more sanity too. Actually, wait, is he? No, he's losing the same amount of sanity. All right, let's find out. So we still have a struggling, and we have a neutral. All right, that did absolutely nothing.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리. 아득한 여정 멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
Oh man, he lost the neutral. That's L. It is what it is. Incredibly annoying, like unbreakable skills though. I don't understand, this guy's from the sea. Yeah, why is he inflicting like frostbite? It wasn't really portrayed that we are next, like, I mean we are, but then again, oceans are usually pretty cold, so I guess it's kind of fair. Why is Faust unselectable here though? Remove frozen. Okay, none of us were frozen though, so that did absolutely jack. I can use protect on Greg there. So Greg, you just do that, yeah. Why is he applying cold? Have you gone swimming in the ocean at night? No, I have not. So, but I did think a little bit about it, and I realized that oceans are pretty cold, so it kind of makes sense in hindsight. Now that I actually did a little think-talking. I have never been in a heated... I have never been in... Actually, the only time I've ever gone in a heated pool before was the one time I visited a water park. Actually, like, one of the 3 or 4 times I've been to a water park. Otherwise, I have not been inside a heated pool. Okay, first... Alright, that was easy. You know what? I think we could do it on hard. I think we can do it on hard. We can give it a shot. I'll go for like another 30 minutes. If he's that easy on easy, I don't know, it seems like I don't know. We were losing a lot more clashes on hard though, but we'll give it a shot on hard. I kind of get the method though. I get the idea of how to win. There's not exactly a great way to win, but it's not, if it's, you know, it is what it is. Doesn't really make sense though that, oh wait, never mind. Who are you attacking? What are you attacking?
함께 줬던 호의 이상이요.
Do I just want everyone to attack on the first turn or not? Do I even want everyone to use their S3s on turn 1 either? Doesn't seem like a good idea to have everyone use their S3s on turn 1. What do I want them to do here? There's a higher win rate. Does it? No. So yeah, I want everyone to save their S3s for turn 2, since we're getting on turn 1. What do I want to do here? Do I want everyone to attack on turn 1? Yeah, sure, that'll be fine, I think. We'll see how it goes. If everyone attacks turn 1, and then we see what we have for like our skills trees in turn 2. It was just, on the easy mode, it was just way too easy, man. I don't, as funny as how fast we got to phase 2 on easy mode, it was just way too easy. Let's have like a little bit of difficulty just for shits and giggles. We do not want to use Hong Lu's S1. Let's see, everything here is a 2. Everything here is favored. Who has the highest win rate on that? Ishmael could win against that. I want to use Hong Lu's because he'll be frozen very quickly. What the Sigma? Why is that all neutral? Why is that struggling? Man, I hate type mashups. That's so Elriz. Game says that's favored, but yeah, oh wait, no, it's the wrong one. I wanted to do this one, yeah. Oh, it's favored. Okay, so those two are covered, coolio. That one's covered, cool. So then, what do I want to do here? That's a neutral. We don't really got much of a choice unless I want to use Hong Lu, but I don't want to use Hong Lu. I'll use that. That is about as good as we're gonna get it, methinks. We didn't even have to use Morticius, so I think that's pretty good. Maybe we should try, if it's possible, we could try and save from Miss Morticius for phase 2. I don't know if that's going to make any difference, though. On easy mode, this guy goes from a joke. On easy mode, this bro's a joke, but on a hard mode, bro's coming in like a wrecking ball. He's coming in like a wrecking ball. Actually, Hong Lu. Oh, Hong Lu. Wait, Hong Lu doesn't have frozen? Oh, sweet. He doesn't have frozen. Oh, I don't want to do that. There we go. I want to do that, though. Because he didn't attack for a turn. Cool. So what's gonna happen after Faust attacks when she's frozen? Oh, he gets Lonesome Stand. Okay. So I guess the entire gimmick is that you just would want to have an entire team of defense units to then, you know, yeah, you'd want an entire team of units that have defense skills to then defend when it's not their turn. Or to defend when they're like have 2 stacks of cold. Or 1 or even like 1 stack of cold. It'd be just a constant mind game of figuring out who you want to be frozen or not. That seems very unfun and annoying though. Doesn't seem like actually, I mean, you have to think about it, but it's not like the fun version of thinking. It's just like the annoying version of thinking. Where it's like, oh, who am I gonna select? It's gonna be frozen this turn. Oh, this guy? Alright, I'll have this character be frozen, I guess. I don't have much of a choice. I mean, that's the way I'm feeling about it right now, is that that's literally it. It's just, oh, okay, this character has to be frozen. Okay, and then which character is going to be frozen this turn? Alright, that person, okay. Can I make someone not frozen this turn? No, okay. Hanglu's going to be frozen after this, but that's okay, methinks. Youch! Oh, Ishmael got stunned. That's Elriz. How could you stun our girl boss? Bro's gatekeeping. We'll have you defend. That's a neutral? Do we have? I don't think we have much of a choice, so we'll just cope on that. It'll probably fail because he's negative sanity. Yeah, I thought so. Not much we could do there. I don't know, this just isn't fun. This is just dumb. There's not any thought behind this boss. It's just knowing. It doesn't seem like there's much. There just doesn't seem like, I don't know how. I can't word it any better way. This is not a fun puzzle. This is just a stupid puzzle. This is a puzzle that you know you can't win against. So you just have to roll with the punches and hope things work out anyway. Oh, we stunned him. Cool. All right. So let's see. Who has 2 frostbite? Do you have? I don't think he has. Can I look at my boy here? Does he have any frostbite on him? No, he does not. Only person that has 2 frostbite is Greg. Greg, you attack with that so we can use your skill so you don't get frozen. We don't want you Elsa mode. Who is unavailable? You are unavailable. You're gonna corrode. If I try and use any egos for heals. Alright, looks like we're actually gonna beat him before... Wow, okay, we're pushing him to phase 2. Or not.
We almost have him phase 2, but not quite. Damn you, game. That's really mean. So, does that mean that when Faust does enough damage here, it's gonna put him in phase 2? Question mark? I mean, I hope so. Does she retreat? I don't want you to retreat. But you don't have a choice otherwise. Alright, well, I'm gonna put that on her just in case. Because I would prefer Ishmael not to die. But I'm gonna use Faust so that way Faust can use her ego. Ah! Oh, thanks for the stretch. That's very thank you, Zapper Raptor. Alright, I thought so. But it was good just to do it just in case. So when he gets enough health down, he goes into phase 2. Although, let's see. Quite literally, the best thing to do was just that. No, guys. No, you fucking mongrels. Defend. I don't want you... Ah, you bitch. Doesn't matter. I'll save that. Everyone just do that, yeah? Yeah. Except for Ishmael, because your thing doesn't work. Alright, who'd he stun? Who did you stun? Who did you stun? Alright, you can put a stop to the knight's charge. Rhodia, you go! Hello! Welcome and have a nice day! Hope you're doing fantastic! Alright, Honglu, you do this. Sinner Honglu brings the knight's charge to a stop, then the waves begin to crash in. Once, twice, thrice, but unlike the knight in the back trees, the waves don't stop coming. He has always challenged the waves, but is fated to do it so for eternity. The waves will always shake the sea until the day of the knight's sinking. Struggle passive deactivated. The last knight gains the knight's corpus. The knight's corpus? The knight's corpus? What is that?
Hi, Bingo.
Bing yapping bingo bungo. Bingo? Bingo, what is his name? Oh, the knight's corpus. Take 80% damage. Oh, you're gonna take more damage now. Splendid.
Bingo.
Bingo the clowno. Slay. Slay the ocean. Is this gonna... That's favored. You do that instead. Oh, that's favored? Alright. Let's see. Rhodia, you got any frozen stacks? No? Okay, you attack him. This is good. Good enough. Actually, wait. Yeah, this is good. I gotta go with this. We're doing the Arknights collab on Limbus Company. We're on this boss. He's I don't know, he's not too bad. I'm getting the hang of him. I'm understanding him. His mechanics are just copian. That is his entire wow, we failed. Bro failed every single coin flip there. Bro's entire mechanics are just copium. Quite literally, we just cope. We gotta roll with the punches that are delivered onto us. Oh, cool. That did 0 damage to Faust. Nice. W Riz. So does he have more than 2 phases? That's a real talk. Real question. Big question. Most important question. Did he get stunned? No, he did not. Yeah! Good job. Good job, Ishmael. It's too bad that is not gonna... Actually, ooh, oh, ooh. I don't know if that was... Is that gonna stun him? That did his... I saw Tremor Burst. Is that stunning him? No, it did not stun him. Damn! Damn! Alright, but he didn't kill anyone. I didn't see anyone he killed, so we're okay. That did a lot of damage, but everyone is alive. That's what matters. Shit. That's a lot of damage. Bingo? Bingo. You dig? Oh boy, hopeless. What are you doing? Tiebreak Lance. Which one is that? That one? What about this? That's favored. Okay. All that is favored. And we just kind of not good. Honglu. Wait, Honglu, what do you fight? We don't really got a choice for Honglu though. Honglu, what are you fighting? Tidebreak? What about you? Is that gonna work? That's hopeless. That's hopeless. Okay. That's it's not gonna work. Yeah, we don't got a choice on what's gonna happen here, huh? Bongo, bingo, bongo, bingo, bongo, bong, bang. Yeah, that bongo, bo, bing, bo, bing, bong, bing, bo, bing, bong, bong, bing, bong, bingo. That bringo, bongo. You know, that bringo, bongo. You dig?
멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로.
Man, I was too bad that Ishmael's ego did not son him. I was quite coping for that, but it didn't happen. So we gotta mauled. We will mauled. We are maulding. Beating this guy on hard mode before 8:30 p.m. CST. Oh yeah, she won. And she's frozen. Unfortunately, Honglu's frozen from that, but we had to cope. He would have game ended our boy Honglu there, but he did not. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think everyone's frozen now. Everyone but Ishmael's frozen. Well. What do we do here? I'm not quite sure. That's not good. Well, now we just slayed our entire team at when he was at 72 health. That's Elriz. There wasn't anything we could do about that. That's dumb. Oh shit! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! What? What's this? Is there phase 3? Holy shit! What? That is so that was not deserved. I didn't earn that. I did not earn that. What kind of Looney Tunes? Now, Yakubo, are you still here? Did you see that? We won against the Arknight boss on a hard mode because Ishmael corroded when she was the only one left. I'm astonished that happened. I can't believe that happened. That should not have happened. That was not an earned victory. That was I'm gonna say it myself. That was bullshit. I should have not won that. I should have lost. I won by sheer luck, but hey, you know what? That's gotcha gaming, baby. That's gotcha gaming, dude. Have a nice day. Do not bingo bongo yourself. That's Elriz. You should as the nice version of Pinky would say, minors should love themselves. They deserve to be treasured and enjoyed by their parents and their guardians that take nice care of them. It works, you know, hey, it works. All right, cool. Turn 21, by the way, at my solo, the last night is down a whole 300 health on phase 1. Turn 21 on my solo, the last night is down a whole 300. Dude.
Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts even that. That hurts my soul. Who are you using for your solo run again? Did you say? I don't remember if you told me who you're using. But yeah, I've gone. I understand. Borderline permanent 8 protection and only being able to attack 8 times a turn. Suck. Molar-ish. Oh, yeah, you did not tell me. Molar Ishmael 2 times, not 2. Damn, only 2 times a turn. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing that to yourself? That sounds like pure torture. But hey, you know what? If you actually succeed and if it works, that's content, baby. That is grade A content. And you can post it to YouTube, and you know what? You'll get like 300 brownie points from every Limbus company player. Be like, amazing, incredible. And I would be one of them. I would be one of those people that would give you them brownie points. I'm out of rounds. The lamp's almost out too. We're holding them back for now, but we won't last much longer. No BS, I can last. The lighthouse, not so much. What difference does that make? So we're reeling from the battle against this enemy, who is more like a force of nature than human. I'd be doing better if I had Soul Lament, he's saying, but I don't. But if I would be doing so much better, so much damage right now. The pain. I know that pain of not having the identities that would be so helpful. The identities that would be so helpful, and then you want most, you always don't have. Without giving us much, you know, it's always the identities that you need, you never have. Without giving us much time to breathe, the knight fixes the spear and begins charging at us again. It didn't take very long for the severity of the situation to dawn as I quickly began to rack my head with a desperate wish. What can I do? What can I do here? That's when, through the mist, the black space begins to envelop my vision once again. Wait, this is just like... And from the dark, light shines again. I reach out toward it and see, unlike in the early phenomenon, which focused entirely and powerfully on Skidati, a single visual, what I saw this time was an unfamiliar place called Casimiras. This place was filled to the brim with things that Don Quixote would lose her mind over, like knights and their countless fans, an arena in which to test one's mettle. But the one in Omnia's thoughts sits far from all of that glory, in a very mundane-looking office. He wears a well-kempt set of clothing, while his eyes are, with a slight squint, focused on reading the newspaper. The man looked more like an office worker than a knight, but the most radiant part of that scene was a banner hanging on the wall and a sword. Don Quixote was the first sinner who came to mind. Can she, our ardent admirer of knights and pursuer of glory, spin that energy from his sword as her own? Wait, no. He's different. I need someone who doesn't pursue glory. Someone who can handle their own tarnished glory. The sinner who can detach weirdly the entirety of their bygone honor is... Yes, there's just one. I'll trust you, Gregor. Use this ego to hew into the night's charge, split the waves. Use the light to split the waves, huh? I hear you, Manager Bud. Let's do this. Let's do this, Cobbs. Now, actually, that's the first time I have seen, like, Ishmael's corroded ego, because I never corrode it. I don't understand how to use this ego. I know it's unclashable, but I just don't. I don't understand. I think there's like prerequisites to like use that ego. Yeah, I have no idea what it is though. I have never used it because I just don't understand it. Well, I would help if I read it too, but no. Even Grace collab ego. Yeah, I don't ever use it because it's non-clashable. If it was clashable, I'd probably use it. But also, I don't have an impact team either. So, for one, I don't have an impact team. 2, non-clashable. And does it have something to do with, like, the amount of impact an enemy has? You use it in the wimpy state. Then you wait for man and scabbard to build up. Once it hits 40, use the strong version. Ah. Okay. Use it in wimpy state, then you wait for man and scabbard to build it. Once it hits 40, then you can use the strong version. So you have to use it, and then use it again after some time to actually make it good, is what I'm understanding. You have to get the buff from it first.
Didn't stack up.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Indeed.
Man, that's. I heard it was good. I was told it was good, but that does not sound good to me. Then again, though, I'm not most people, and I don't use things the way that people intend them to. I don't use things the way the devs intend most of the time. In fact, I use things my own way, and it works. Then people are just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to use it this way. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, that makes a lot more sense now. Oh. The incandescent golden blades of light surge forth, cleaving through the darkness of the sea. The knight withstands and parries each of those lights away, but he comes to a stop when the last of the golden radiance cuts across the sea and looks in our direction as if to admire it. I found a video of doing it like 50k damage? Damn! Damn! That does sound really good. Alright, that sounds... Maybe I ought to actually try and use it then. When I am going up against any of the higher tier boss. And finally, the lighthouse makes a low, resonant, creaking noise before firing a bright light toward the ocean horizon. Bayers has completed the repairs. Oh, the light returned to its house once more.
Silence! Oh, Mayers is saying something.
Like Otis said, Mayers was peeking out of the window and shouting something at us.
Vessel, Masas is still near the shores. Somewhere the coastline sea. It moored somewhere. At the beach. Somewhere quite a distance away from the village coast.
Confirmed! I'll radio Dr. Casaldi immediately.
Well, that's all good and good, but what about that monster?
Yeah, what if it charges the lighthouse again and destroys it?
I heard it talk during their battle, but I don't think that creature is capable of actually communicating with them. This'll be a problem.
Oh, Don Quixote, wait, don't get close to it, it's too dangerous.
But before we could stop her, Don Quixote had already approached as close as she could to the seaboard, her eyes twinkling. She takes a brief moment to admire the knight and his steed before asking in an energetic tone.
It would be quite shocking if that cat hit the wind.
Oh, mighty knight, what is the name of thy noble steed?
Don Quixote, go. Oh, Shiante. Wait, she could communicate with him?
Oh, tis quite the coincidence then. My noble steed is also named Shiante.
One who is not a comrade. They are steed, you say?
Forsooth, a steed most fine indeed. It hath served me well over countless of inches of mine, despite its appearance. Yet I must inquire thee, noble knight, wherefore dost thou strengthen this lighthouse so?
Carmela, it was not the waves. The waves are darker, more precious.
Perchance there was a tad inconvenient misunderstanding here then. Good night. I and my compatriots are now embarking upon an adventure most important. Yes, with thy obstruction we are unable to do so. Prithee, wilt thou return to whence thou came?
Don Quixote regarded the knight with a stance that was at once courteous and brave. And the knight and his steed, Rosciante, stared wordlessly back at Don Quixote. I wasn't sure if she managed to get through to the knight or if the knight just lost interest, but they both departed the lighthouse, looking out to the far distance.
So they really exist. Seaborns who hope for something other than just survival. Such powerful seaborns, look at say. Are you alright, Donkey?
You should be thankful that it somehow yielded a positive outcome. When are you going to fix their habit of rushing forward without thinking it through?
My apologies.
Quixote to Quixote communication. She was just really, nah, I got this. Talk no jutsu.
Wow, that's a cool horse you got, man. What's his name?
Rosciante.
Wow, mine too.
Hey, could you like stop attacking the lighthouse, man? That'd be pretty Adobe Riz.
Okay. Okay, you know, since you asked so nicely.
Since you asked so nicely, man. Yeah, I think I'll You know, people don't give Ardon the most credit. People don't give her enough credit. She is the Rizzler. Well, Don Quixote returned the knight, and with that bizarre conversation, Omnia raised her voice happily as though she just received good news.
What? Dr. Caselli, is that true?
What's going on?
The doctor's means to infiltrate the Vermisa. They've already done cleaning up the decks and are now waiting for the rest of us to arrive. But it's been already 10 minutes since the lighthouse came on. The doctor's an excellent strategist, and based on what the Knickers have done us, I think they already had some plans in motion before we activate the lighthouse.
Great. Let's return to Skadati and join them. We returned to the raft and explained what had transpired. Skadati listened to us quietly before replying in the exact same manner as she did before. Someone's gonna have to stay behind. I'll stay. Go find the vessel, Masas. You're going to refuse again if we offer help? Ah, Joel. Yes.
Then I'll see you after we retrieve the vessel, Masas. I'll let the doctor know what happened there.
What an oddball. These nuts are odd in your mouth, got him. But hey, alright, so cool. If we beat the knight. We beat the knight even with the high show pack team who was supposed to be penalized against the boy. That means we get all the lunacy. Yeah. Wait. What? Oh. Okay, never mind. The game was bugging out and told me I only had 10 out of 10. Well, if that's since that's well, that's it for the day. I'm getting close to my bedtime. Yeah. I am getting close to late bedtimes, and usually I end about 30 minutes ago. So we find someone to raid. Maybe someone to play Limbus Company, maybe not. We see, we look, we find. We can, we do, we are. How many loot crates do I got? Oh, I got 60 tickets. I got 219 loot crates. Nice. Nice. Hey, Divinity is streaming. All right, chat. We're gonna be raiding Divinity Nyx. Apparently, she's just chatting. She usually does. Oh, never mind. What is she doing? She's doing something League of Legends related. So, thank you everyone for coming around. I hope you had fun while it lasted. If you're not on Twitch, I'm Gominasari. Gominasari more than anything. But also Gominasari. But I appreciate you guys on the other platforms. For everyone else, we are gonna be ending. For those on Twitch, if you're a subscriber, you can copy and paste the raid command into Divinity Nyx's chat. Actually, I just realized I need to fix my raid message because it's still off of the old name I had, which was Lord Ver 21. But now we got was it Vermire Moo. All right, so thank you everyone. I hope you had fun while it lasted. Possibly more Arknights collab tomorrow, and then once we beat Arknights collab, maybe Destiny Rising. But on that note, I'm gonna see y'all Vermire's vampires next time she feast up on her next victim. Bye bye.